We're live. I remembered to unmute myself and my friends so everybody can hear them. Oh, hello. Okay, so Cactus will be returning shortly, but every Group 27's back, guys. It's been like 6 weeks.
Oh yeah.
So
Time.
it is time. The triumphant return of Group 27.
Get
Um,
down!
a few things happened while a couple of our players were gone. I'm going to start off. So basically, your story hasn't progressed from where you left it 6 weeks ago. That's to be clear. So all of you are starting right back in the town square where we left it. Now that being said, Poe and Fren went on a little adventure of their own. I think 4 weeks ago, and I'm gonna have Poe do a quick recap of what happened, so that you guys can kind of learn a little bit about what happened on the fun week that you guys were off.
Cool.
Oh yeah.
Poe,
That
take it
sounds
away.
good. Is everybody is everybody back yet?
Friend's not back, but Evie and Shmi are here, and Friend lived this, so they know.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fine. Okay. Okay. So last time,
Dragon Ball, no.
actually, wait. Let me bring up the thingy. Where'd it
Cactus
go?
block me. You hear me choking?
Only a little. It's fine.
I'm eating yakitori.
Okay. Okay. Yes, I have it. So Poe and Fren find themselves on watch one night, and Poe hears a meowing in the distance. They go to investigate the noise, and Poe readies an arrow to loose it on anything that looks hostile. Tired and bumbling around, Fred flings himself into a branch and something falls on him about the same size. He had a dex saving throw 14. The thing in Fred tumbled to the ground. Poe rolls a con saving throw high enough to not be surprised. A small furry creature has fallen on Fred. They look at each other and it's a cat. It's meowing and Poe picks it up and hugs it without thinking. It continues to meow, then jumps from Poe and takes a few steps and looks back at us. We decide to follow it. After a short time, the path we're following gets smaller, the trees get thicker and darker. We break out into an open field, and the cat goes and paws under a bush. Poe reaches in and finds an old satchel from what looks like years ago. It jingles, and Poe opens it. He reaches in and finds 4 vials full of an unknown liquid. Fren investigates the liquid. It's hard to tell, but he kind of sees little pieces of stone swirling around. He smells it, and it reeks really bad. Due to his origin and knowledge passed down from his patron, the smell sparks a memory in him, and he believes it's basilisk oil. The cat continues and we follow it. Poe is an amazing tracker, and they follow the cat pretty closely. The forest gets thicker, and a mist kicks in. They can't see as far as they normally can, and things turn real eerie. Friend takes a whiff to smell the air and starts throwing up. They turn around to consider going back, but they can't seem to remember which way they came in. The trees don't look the same, but the cat stuck with us and began leading us again. We pass the first mucky river, and all the land is decayed. Trees are devoid of life, and as we wander further and further, the cat jumps ahead and perches itself on top of a statue. There are 3 carved statues of a mage flinging magic, a dwarf with a battle axe raised, and a Triton sea elf with a giant crack across most of its body. Poe pulls an 18 insight check and knows this stone is way too precise. He sees the head of one had fallen and rolled off. The two of them discuss if they should revive these statues, but one's head is missing, and they are in bad state. If they bring them back, they die right away anyway. The cat continues forward and takes us further. We find 4 more statues. As the cat leads us here, we also see a fox curled up at the feet of one of the statues. The cat and the fox seem to know each other and interact. In the distance, Poe sees tentacles and a large body. He panics from a failed con saving throw and fires an arrow. The arrow strikes it right in the eye, but the arrow shatters from turning to stone. He sees a stone beholder as well. It's cracked with magic burns across its surface.
Yes.
Fren and Poe agree these 4 statues are the ones the cat wishes us to unpetrify with the basilisk oil. We do it. They were mid-attack, and as their pent-up mid-swing energy is released, Poe and Fren dodge them all. The 4 adventurers don't know what's going on. One minute they were fighting something, the next minute they were facing us. The group, befuddled, mumbles about the strangeness of their situation and get distracted by the petrified beholder. They begin kicking the shit out of it, out of defenseless, petrified beholder. They discover from 3 natural 20s at once that hollow beholders are a lot more terrifying than this one. This one appears to be weak, like it suffered battle before. When a beholder's uh, this monster possesses far more cunning and magic than it used to. No, that's backwards. This creature is called a Death Tyrant.
Yes.
After introducing themselves as Archibald, Mimico, Isaac, and Scape the Goat, the party notices in the distance that many figures are surrounding them. They talk about tactfully retreating and ask the cat for assistance. The cat meows confusedly and doesn't know the way either. They try to head back the way they came. They count at least a dozen figures, but probably more. Isaac sends a decoy the other direction, and it's immediately destroyed. Lots of zombies begin walking through the muck, blocking our return path. We are forced to head further into the evil dark forest. There are 3 zombies that flank us. We dex saving throw our way around them and continue to run. More zombies appear. Isaac gets critted, but Poe Silvery barbs him. He takes 6 points of damage. Isaac strikes back and hits the zombie, but it doesn't die. 2 other party members attack, but the zombie still doesn't go down. There's a patch of brambles in front of us, and Mimiko begins cutting a path for everyone. We all line up to follow behind her, and we move through it while fighting off zombies. Mimiko clears another 10 feet, and the party moves forward. Friend stays close. Scape the goat jumps over the brambles onto the bridge. Suddenly, all the brambles around the party turn into tentacles, and everyone's speed has been halved regardless of terrain. Isaac throws oil down on the brambles behind us, and as we reach the bridge, he throws fire at it. It ignites. Some of us break free into an opening, and beams are shot at us. Poe fails his strength saving throw and is thrown 30 feet forward, landing on the ground and rendered restrained. Poe narrowly dodges a beam from the tyrant's eye. He notices everything behind him in the beam's path disintegrates. Isaac fires Scorching Ray. The first hit fails, the second hit hits his pet rat and kills it instantly, and the final hit also fails to hit. Scape is currently sleeping soundly in the middle of combat. Poe breaks free of the restraint and retreats, firing an arrow as he runs back and misses pathetically, but he does dodge the next beam. Poe watches friend get hit with a disintegration beam, but as he flakes away, it appears there is some divine intervention. He is put back together again by a light from above. Poe questions if friend is who he says he is, and logs this to question him later. I gotta remember that. In standard godlike prowess, Poe steady aims a shot, then crits a nat 20 directly into the tyrant's eye. The tyrant shrieks in pain and closes its eye, rendering it blind temporarily. It bites at Mimiko. She takes damage. Scape wakes up, pissed off, and runs, ramming right into the tyrant. He does 10 damage, then 5, and he misses his third hit. Again, in classic Poe fashion, he kills the tyrant with a final heavy-hitting arrow. It shrieks and dies. All the zombies closing in on them seem to lose their undead control and fall. The party celebrates their victory, and behind the tyrant they see a wealth of treasure. The 4 new adventurers grab some of the loot. One of them finds a weapon. Poe and friend each pick up 300 gold and the red eye of the tyrant. Once combat ends and the danger settles down, the party that was turned to stone begins to realize the gravity of having been petrified for 100 years. During this, Poe decides to take a short leave from the group to get out a few hairballs. The party's family is gone. Their lives don't exist anymore. The group then decides to go their separate ways while Poe and friend head back to camp.
Wow.
Good summary. Good summary. So
Thank you.
Why did you steal the magic items from the one-shotters?
Because they need some items. They're not necessarily just one-shotters. They may be in fact become recurring characters. So you may want them to be buffed up too.
Maybe that some are from the other group.
I
actually don't know. That's my speculation.
No, that didn't happen. I
recognize
don't.
the name of Discord.
Who knows? We'll
Who
never
knows?
know.
We'll never know. And then there was
We'll
another.
never know. It's a mystery for the ages.
There was another one
Friend, how was
shot.
my recap?
There. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, friend.
Friend, how's my recap? Was that good enough?
I listened to half of it. I think it was good. Zai, you're in a private game.
I'm not in a private game. There's no way.
Yeah, I can't see.
Are
you
you
on
serious?
TikTok.
No way. Oh wait,
man.
no. I know what happened. Hold on. I am showing as offline because I am in fact an idiot.
Yo.
Is your router not working?
Tell something you don't know.
All right, haha. There we go. Haha, we did it. Ha 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 ha.
Yippee!
Yippee. Anyway,
don't
okay,
know.
so, yeah, basically that was a good summary. So they fought a death tyrant. Friend almost died.
Friend
And
did die,
then-
actually.
And then,
I didn't.
yeah, friend may have died a little bit, but then there's some divine intervention that happened. Additionally,
No.
there was another one shot 2 weeks ago, but Poe wasn't involved. Neither were Evie, Shmi, or Clink. Friend was, but that's enough. That's a story for another time.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
You guys can watch the VOD if you want to see some interesting lore around Friend.
Or maybe just don't watch the
Or maybe
VOD,
just don't
and then
watch
you
the
won't
VOD,
get
and then-
spoiled on the big surprise. Yeah.
That you're an interdimensional Fey being.
What?
An
That's
aspect
crazy.
Of a heavy,
What?
of like a. You're like a. You're totally. So as Brandon, I'm like you're totally an aspect of an Archfey.
100%.
What?
That's why you'll
No.
have. That's why you'll be the same but different and have multiple personalities.
Yeah.
How could you
Oh,
say
no.
something like that to me? I'm
Oh,
deeply
'cause we're
offended.
dating.
I don't want to
Says-
talk about
says
it
the-
anymore. I'm
this
so
is-
upset.
Multiple personalities, says the person who literally had somebody whispering in their ear, telling them to do horrible things.
Multiple
Uh-oh.
personalities. That was an extra entity. That's not even me.
That's more of like a parasite situation.
You know what? That's fair. Okay, so you guys do find yourselves back where we were six weeks ago. You guys had just finished combat with the other adventuring party and a few hooded, or I guess infected animals. And I
That's
believe
right.
you guys met a Dwarven ranger by the name of Zarjan.
Yeah.
Notifications keep
Zarjan.
exiting my brain as soon as they exit my screen. Please do the summary again. We cannot do the whole summary again. We can do the Cliff Notes version.
Unfortunately, that's more
Those
of a
were my
VOD
cliff
thing.
notes.
Yeah, it's more of a VODs thing.
Yeah.
But don't worry. You can rewatch the VOD and get the recap.
Okay,
It
the
wasn't.
recap was for the one shot.
It was for the one shot. It's not for this. So basically,
It was for the one shot.
what happened the last time we were actually in the main story here is that they fought with the other adventuring group of collared adventurers. They realized maybe a little bit too late into the combat that not every member of the enemy party was as it seemed. And they ended up having to fight a couple of cultists that were mixed in with the adventurers. However, Group 27 did a good job. They were able to pull through. They defeated the infected animals. They defeated the cultists, and now they had a chance to talk. They did speak with a sergeant, the Dwarven Ranger, who has gone to rendezvous with Zago and get the beaches and the extraction prepared of the villagers. You guys did convince Rongo, Chandris, and Callum, who are the other three collared adventurers, to assist you, as it does appear that while they are within the vicinity of a certain individual, the people that are controlling their collars can't really keep tabs on them as well. It's almost like there's some kind of interference being run due to somebody or something's presence.
With wings, maybe.
With wings,
Archfey
maybe.
stuff.
I think that was made a little bit clear last session.
Yeah, they did like
I don't remember
they
any
did
of this.
what they did
They did. They
shit,
went out
they
of
did
their
tunnel
way.
me. They tunneled me.
Yeah,
That's
they
what
went
it
out of their
was.
way to tunnel you. But you guys put them down, and now you find yourself in the town square. The three adventurers are, kind of at your disposal, at your command. They are going to come with you. And your plan now, I believe, is to head up towards the church, but there's a question in terms of how we're going to get there. So I'm just going to load up the town map for a second so we can get a lay of the land again.
Okay.
So currently, you guys are here in the town square by the
Okay.
bridge. So you came from the docks. You had originally come from down here. You went past the grate, which you had noticed was blown open. And when somebody peered inside with their dark vision, you noticed a couple of pairs of little beady eyes looking back at you. And you guys decided not to go that way. Then you crossed here, the river, and Shmiel shit his pants for reasons.
Yep.
You had some combat happen in the docks, and then you went
I remember
north.
that.
And then you went north to the town square, where you also had a combat and an encounter. So now, if your goal is to get up to the church, you've got a couple of options. And actually, somebody give me a history check real quick.
Okay. I would also like to take whatever path has us past the blacksmith.
I can't.
I know he's
spot
probably not there, but
Technically,
like,
I think the black... Where did I say the blacksmith was before? I think they were like somewhere over here.
Okay,
I got a
hang
13.
hang on,
Does anybody-
because I got a
it. Also, I got a 21.
+4.
Oh,
Oh, she
Oh.
got nat 20.
Okay.
First roll, natural 20. Here we go.
Nice. It's,
Oh
gonna,
my
it's,
God,
gonna,
yeah.
it's gonna be a good session. Okay, so with your history check...
I got a nat 20. Oh.
really
Wait.
2 nat 20s?
Yeah, I got 22 though because I only have +2.
Nice.
Oh, that's awesome.
So with your history check, Jess, you do recall there are... You think, now that you're thinking about it, there are a couple ways you can get into the church. One, you could have gone through the grate over here, which you guys opted not to do because it was potentially dangerous. Two, you can just go through the gate that you have traveled through before. Or three, you do recall that you could travel through the well, because the well leads into the tunnels underneath, and there is a pool underneath where you met your favorite water weird. So there are at least 3 ways that you could potentially get to the church.
A little weirdy.
Okay,
and-
what are we all thinking?
And as far as where the blacksmith is, I'm gonna say that he was probably down in here somewhere, like kind of near the dock district, but not like close enough to where you guys were to the combat, like going from here to here. You would have had to go like kind of out of your way to get there.
Yeah.
I don't think we would have done that right now until
Rigged.
you know. I'm just saying personally, like I feel like we're only an hour into arriving, so like we wouldn't have had the foresight to like take a huge detour to the
Yeah,
blacksmith.
literally. Yeah, that's fair.
As
That's
the
fair.
city that the only city we know is burning.
Well, technically, you guys spent some good time in Twerrock, and mostly at the brothel.
Yeah, true.
Hi, yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Haha.
We essentially work for a mob mommy.
Yeah, for a little.
Yeah,
That was
so
fun. That
yeah,
was
it was
good.
good. That was good. What a bad dragon.
well now.
So I don't know. I feel like our main concern is Stephanie and Archibald. Augustine.
Yeah, no, I know. Wouldn't they be at the church at this point though, or like dead?
It's funny, there is actually somebody named Archibald now. We have to be careful.
Yeah.
See, you got in his head. You got in his head.
No,
No, it's a player.
There is actually one of the one-shotters named Archibald.
Oh no.
Stop. Oh
There's
my
a
God.
hero named Archibald.
There's a hero named Archibald who you
No.
guys may meet at some
Oh,
point.
that's perfect.
This is why
He
you
used
have
the
to use
wish.
Archibald for Augustine.
Yeah, no, that's perfect. I love
Yes.
that.
Yeah. All right.
I love that. I'm gonna
Okay,
think. Go ahead.
no, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No,
Okay,
okay.
so Poe, you're voting that we detour to the blacksmith to see if our gold's there, right?
Um,
Oh, okay.
you know what? We could probably just go there after. I feel like we're on a time limit. Right? Aren't we on a time limit?
I feel like we're on a time limit, but I also feel like we will not be able to go there after, and I feel like the Overlord has set this up to absolutely rig us out of our well-earned gold,
The
and there's no way
Overlord.
to get gold
That's
and
insulting.
to save the people. Is it?
BRB.
Why?
True. Okay. Yeah, I'm down to go to the blacksmith first.
Hyper fixating on stacks of gold ore that were supposed to be just little placeholders is totally well earned.
Okay, but
Okay.
hear me, Poe, because this is what I'm saying, right? I think you're right with the time limit. So I think we have a choice to either go for the gold or race the time limit against the clock and go save the citizens to get on that boat. Because, mind you, we were told by Zago, whether you get here or whether you don't get here, I am leaving. I will try to save as many people, which is what we're going to do to go to the church. But like, I'm leaving with these boats because I got enough people. I appreciate your effort. So we're racing against the clock for our own saving from this hellscape, but also saving other people. And I think if we take the detour for the gold, which, trust me, I want that gold. I want to be wheeling and dealing and just shoving gold in everyone's face.
Are
We should
you
help them
stepping away,
evacuate.
Cactus? Sorry, I see your message of I has passed out. Are you here or are you eating pasta?
No,
Okay, okay.
I am here, but I am also eating pasta. So try
Okay.
not to be like,
No,
hey, so friend. Like
I do have one question for Friend before you hang up. Do you recall your conversation with Zago from 6 weeks ago?
Fucking no.
All right, to the one-on-one call we go while the rest of you guys hash this out.
Yay.
Oh.
Good, I can share my mouth.
Okay, lay it on me.
Hey, Friend. So if you recall, Zago and you had a conversation regarding that he is fine with rescuing all the villagers and anybody who wants to come with them. However, he cannot let any of your collared companions on that boat when the time comes.
Ah, right.
So your current party has 2 collared companions.
Yeah.
They will not be permitted on the boat when push comes to shove because he cannot risk the headquarters of the rebellion.
No, absolutely. Okay.
All right, and he expects you to stand with him on that.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Anyway, back to go.
This is
All right,
part
we're
of
back.
that. Like, he won't care that we're doing this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hello.
Oh, won't care
I don't
about
know.
what?
Okay, we're back. Friend now remembers. It's fine.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
So, if we get all these people to the ships and the ships leave, we're not leaving with the ships, right?
No.
Why? Why would we?
Okay,
Oh,
well
I
then
thought
we
we
can
were.
just go to the blacksmith after.
I mean, I could commune with Amy and see if that's what we're supposed to be doing.
Hold on. Friend's
Where are we
actually gonna
going?
speak up.
Oh,
And he's gonna look kind of sheepish. Well, you see, the problem is that in order to make sure they get away safely, they don't want anyone with collars on the ship.
Well, then it's decided. We evacuate the town and then loot it.
Hang on a second. And I'm gonna look
Beautiful.
at Fred and I'm gonna be like, but he also said that he has a solution to the collars, and very clearly knows you, and you very clearly have a solution to the collars, because before I like half died, sort of, kind of, you were supposed to take my collar off according to you. So listen, you're a bad liar. What's going on?
Oh dear. Oh.
That was actually the truth for once.
But there's clearly solutions to the collars, so what's up?
Okay, so sort of the thing with collars is that it's like a life essence thing. And if you die, it doesn't have any life essence to suck, but then you have to be resurrected, and that's really, really hard.
Isn't
that
it
makes
illegal?
sense.
Um,
Illegal?
You guys, so with your active history check going on right now, Jess, for Evie, you would recall your original companion that you guys were originally trapped with in the cages before you were sent on this, Suicide Squad kind of mission. You recall that you guys originally had a dwarf with you guys,
Yeah,
and
I
that dwarf mouthed off to the cultists, and he was promptly drained of all his life quite violently in front of all of you. It was quite a horrifying experience, one that is burned into your memories and you cannot forget.
Literally, I couldn't see anything, and then there's a man burning in front of me. It was terrifying.
And that's all that Shmi saw.
Literally. Aside from the cloak and the musky light of
So-
the window.
So from what you recall is that yes, it seems like the callers either bring death or in some cases like you've seen it happen with Clink, and it actually kind of rings true to what you recall with what Friend just said, is that Clink also explained their situation. They said they prayed to the goddess Umberlee as they were perishing, and Umberlee saw fit to intervene with the power of the divine and give a true, I guess in that instance it would have been a true resurrection to Clink. But true resurrections are difficult, and they are not something that just happens willy-nilly. And you recall the pain that you had to feel getting your own collar off.
Yep.
There was some sadistic, very strong being keeping you from dying, or keeping you on the edge of life and death to remove the collar. So you do recall basically every way you've seen a collar get removed is exceptionally painful, or leads to death, or is exceptionally violent.
But there is a way, right? I mean, the guy that
Yes.
put them on us can get them off, right?
The other
Yeah, I think-
adventurers also kind of like scratch their heads at this moment, and they actually kind of pipe up and they say, "Well, strange." They said, "Now that we know that there's some interference in the collars and we can speak freely, we actually had we had 5 companions with us at one point as well. We were a group of 5. One fell in battle with another group of adventurers. The other one, similarly to kind of what you guys were talking about, she was kind of kept in that stasis of life and death. There was a great treant or tree creature of some kind that was caught between killing her or keeping her stable, and after about
Whoops.
after about 6 hours of torturous pain that my comrade went through, her collar did get basically melted off via acid. But it was exceptionally
God, I don't
long
remember
and
it being
painful.
6 hours.
It was a long time. It was like 4. It was 4 or 6 hours. I can't remember which, so I went with 6. It was one of the two.
I knew Admageo was behind this.
They have no idea what you're on about, Smee.
I will mulch my gardens with that sad excuse of an archfey.
But in any case, they kind of say the same thing. Like, they've seen somebody get a collar off, but it was an exceptionally long and painful process.
Okay.
Okay. I'll chuckle and be like, okay, fair enough, but you're staying with us, right?
Well, they kind of like they sit there and they ponder for a second, and they just say, well, it's nice not to have the cult listening in on everything we do and commanding us to do everything, but we want to get these off. Like, we can't necessarily just travel around with you guys either. If your friend dies and they get back in touch with us, we're in trouble. If we leave you, we get back in trouble, or we're back in trouble with this cult. We're kind of stuck. And they kind of look to you, Fred, and they say, like, is there anything you can do for us? Like, is there some way this interference can be transferred to us as well? Perhaps we could also be looking for a solution.
Yeah. Friend's gonna take them to the side, and he's gonna draw on their map where they need to go.
You know where we need to go?
I know where they need to go.
Okay. I'm gonna jump into a one-on-one call with you for a second again.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
That's pretty.
All right.
I'm never gonna finish this pasta, bro.
I know. I'm sorry. So what are you circling on the map?
The fucking, oh, wait a minute.
That's why I'm pulling you in here.
Ah, understandable. I've realized my mistake. We'll walk that one back, and I don't do that.
Yeah, no, that's fine. But while we're here, you do kind of get like, you know, a chiming in your head. You know, Dad's ringing the cell phone, the proverbial cell phone, which is the earring around your ear.
Yeah.
And he says, friend, he says, you could,
Dad?
we could, if you find a talented smith, one who perhaps could work with magic, the earring that you wear, that's the source of your, you know, your power, and also the source of my ability to communicate with you. He said if somebody could duplicate it, or create a perfect copy, which a talented smith could, you could perhaps give it to these adventurers, and that would allow them to go on their way, and perhaps, you know, they could be of aid to us in the future.
Okay.
But do not circle the map.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, Dad. You're right. I goofed. I had a brain fart. Okay.
Okay. Anyway, we're going back. All right.
Okay, I'm gonna go the whole
Okay.
campaign without taking damage.
Nice. Good.
All right.
I wish that was me.
Dexterity
Anyway.
Hey, Poe, can you give me a dexterity saving throw? Oh, right. It doesn't matter. Magic missile just auto hits. No, sorry.
Oh my god. What is it, a dexterity
Rude.
saving throw?
No, I'm kidding.
Okay, I got a 26.
Magic
Nice,
missile
fuck you.
Magic missile just
19
still
plus
hits.
7.
Yeah, magic missile just still hits. Doesn't matter. Anyway,
Wow.
I'm kidding.
Anyway.
It's
Okay,
so in any case,
So with this information in mind, friend, instead of doing that thing that I said I was gonna do, he doesn't do that, and he's gonna turn to you, Poe, and he's gonna be like, "You mentioned something of a blacksmith. Is he highly skilled?"
Oh, probably.
Oh, he's so good.
Yo, they're
bro,
actually
he's so
twins.
good.
He's so
he-
good.
And the only thing better than twice the effort is thrice the effort.
Oh,
Heyo.
I don't
you
think
know it.
they're not triplets.
What
though.
he means, friend, is we had to
Sorry.
rescue the blacksmith's brother, so there's literally 2 blacksmiths that we're talking. Yeah,
Oh.
that's
Yes,
what
they're brothers. It's like
Alright.
Roswald and Griswold or something.
that's absolutely. You actually got
Uh.
2 names right for once in your life, Shmi. Jesus.
Oh my
Really?
god.
Yeah. Oswald and Griswold were their names.
What do I say? I have an affinity to the bearded folk.
Apparently, not anybody else can't get their fucking names right, but dwarves fucking remember them. Oh god.
Smee has a dwarf kink. It's okay. Don't shame him.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
When you think about it, the only thing I have is making Amy the ultimate archfey above all else, including your little friend.
Nice.
That's a weird kink. Anyways, friend is gonna turn to the other group of adventurers. I tell you what, there may be something we can do. If you'll help us at the church, we'll then go to the blacksmith, and hopefully their hands are as deft as I have been.
Can I use your hands?
All right. So, how do you want to? At that point, I guess we'll circle back the conversation. How do you guys want to get to the church? You do have 3 options: walk up to the front gate in a potentially sieged town, go through the well, or go through the tunnel.
Well,
And you did see the tunnel had eyes in it. So,
here's my point. I wasn't saying well. I was saying essentially well as in however or something. If we go down that well, it's a question of, do you want to deal with bison shooting magic missiles at you, or do you want to deal with wherever these things controlling them were birthed in a dark ritual? I'm inclined to go
Well,
through town.
what if they have the main gate like defensed up and stuff, and we should probably flank them?
If we go
You
into
know what I mean?
town, we run into the same issue as going into the exit tunnel, where if somebody has
No,
to
there's a bit of
open
difference.
no, somebody has to open the gap. Blah, 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 blah. Somebody has to open the hatch from inside the church.
Oh,
This
that's
is
That's
true.
right.
This
And
is
Poe,
true.
I think
Oh.
Poe sold the key to open the hatch.
The bronze ox statue.
Yeah,
Yeah, I need my money.
Oh, I'm gonna
No, I
put-
actually still have it.
I'm gonna-
I have the golden. I still have the golden ox statue.
Okay, good.
you better.
Hell yeah!
Oh,
I couldn't sell
God.
it. Nobody would buy it.
Yeah, everybody was
I
like,
tried
this is a very like holy relic that nobody wanted to buy from you.
I'm like, please take it. It looks sick.
Okay, so focusing in, I think this is what we dealt with the last time that we were talking about this, which is it all comes down to the hatch. We can't get into the church from the bottom. We have to go through the top.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Because I would have voted well. I forgot about the hatch.
All right, can you guys
Yeah.
give me? Are you moving through? So basically, the route you will take is across the bridge, past Stacy's Tavern, and then up the road towards the gate here. Hi, Joey. Thanks for bashing my door in, buddy.
Hell yeah.
How do you draw?
It's Joey time.
Joey time.
How come I can't draw on tabletop?
Oh, I didn't promote anybody. Hold on, I can fix.
Okay.
If he
Promote. Yes. Promote. Yes. I like how kick is right by promote.
It really is.
Okay.
Okay. What's the path again?
So you start here, you go across the bridge past Stacy's Pub, and then you go up here to that direction. Alternatively, you could like cut through some like houses and back alley stuff and come out here. It's really your call how you want to do this. If you want to go straight down the road, or if you want to like kind of stealth through houses and stuff. In which case, I'll need a stealth check.
Let's run down the road.
Just book it down the road.
We should book it down the road, and if anything chases after us, we outrun it.
Okay.
Yeah.
You remember we have a turtle, right?
Oh yeah.
He
That's
moves the
fine.
same speed as everyone else.
Does it?
Yeah, he moves 30 feet still in 6 seconds. So, but I mean,
True.
will he fail more dex saving throws than the rest of you? Probably. Will he gain exhaustion by running? Maybe.
Hmm.
And Joey, could
you
you
not
not
lick
lick your butt on the furniture? Thanks, bud.
Oh, but it's the best
Nice.
place to lick it.
Oh,
Oh, Dad, you never let him have any fun.
that's a good boy, dog.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, I was muted the whole time.
I,
Nice.
Ah, I was wondering about that.
Okay.
You're hurting through the other
so
mic.
as we wander by, like as we sidle by Stacy's Tavern, are we gonna do that? Are we just gonna go right? up the main
Technically,
road
once you
and
get
just
across
be
the
aware?
bridge, you'd be looking right at Stacy's Tavern anyway, so I'm just going to tell you guys, it's fucked. Like,
Yeah,
windows
I'd be
blasted
hard-lacking.
out, doors blasted open, you
Well-
peek your head inside as you go by, tables upturned, it looks
That's
like
what I
there
was
was a bunch of combat in here, no bodies.
Okay.
okay.
Okay, that's all I was gonna say. I wanted to do is just peek in. So
Not
thank
a
you.
single
Turn that down a
corpse.
tiny bit more.
Not even a
tiny bit more.
Stacy.
Oh, that's good.
If I
Or
go
maybe that's
Stacy-
bad.
Like two.
You guys do recall when you came into town, just as another quick recap, you guys do recall when you came into town, there seemed to be a lot of animal footprints and human footprints being led out of town towards the north.
Okay. Right. The evacuation tracks. Okay.
Sure. We'll call them that.
Ooh.
Can I smell my brew from the front doorway if I'm the one peeking in?
Give me a nature check.
Okay. 23.
Yeah, you can smell a little bit. Like there's like just the
hint.
like the hint of it. It's as if maybe it was spilled everywhere.
Oh. I'm just gonna like take a sniff and go, oh. Okay, let's go.
I'm gonna pat him on the back and just say we need to keep going.
She probably took the money.
Okay.
Mhm. That's it.
So the plan is run or the plan is sneak?
I'm very loud when I run. So is Evie.
Run.
Okay.
Okay.
Plan is run?
Mhm.
Yep.
Yep.
Slash hover real fast? Okay. So I'll need, so you guys take off running down the street. And, you know, you do hear, like, kind of like the footfalls of animals, like, in alleyways and stuff around you. And, you know, you hear the blast of magic missiles, the odd cry of a villager. But they're all a little ways off from you. Your path to the church is actually unblocked. You're able to get there unscathed.
Please.
So, now we're going to go to the church.
Hell yeah, you made
The
the
church.
Take me to
The church. To the
Such a good
church.
It's such a good song.
Take
Alright.
me to church.
The shot
Oh,
of your
that's
life.
copyright, isn't it?
Okay. Hopefully,
Don't tell you like
okay.
that.
Hopefully, you guys can't see anything within my mist. Good.
I can't see anything.
Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
Someone has a pencil.
So it's bad if I see everything, right?
Yes. That would be horrid. Okay.
Okay.
Whoa.
So, as you enter, or like kind of start running up the hill, you just break the edge of like the houses, like, and you're coming around the corner just to see the gate of the church. Who's out in front? Who's the fastest among your party? Who'd be out in front?
Me.
Poe?
Yeah.
All right, give me a dex saving throw, Poe.
Never mind.
Oh wait, actually,
I
no. What's your
I think
what's
Ben would be the fastest.
what's your passive what's your passive perception, Poe?
I would intentionally be running at 25 feet.
So yes, me would be the slowest.
My passive perception is 16.
16. All right, so you would see the arrow coming directly at your head. Give me a dex saving throw. At advantage.
Oh my god.
No.
At
21.
21. Okay, you're able
14,
to.
14 plus 7.
You know what? You're able to actually kind of catch the arrow like right before it hits you,
Oh, that's so cool.
and you hear a familiar voice.
Waldrick?
Waldrick is a cannibal cultist that you guys fucking murdered.
Yeah, we definitely murdered him. So
Yeah, I miss him.
You hear
No,
the
no.
voice of a
Yeah,
young man say, "Halt! Who goes there?" And you recognize this voice as Gavin.
oh, I knew
Gavin!
you were gonna do that.
Oh my god, it's Gavin.
Is Gavin the
Aw.
one that I blasted?
Yeah.
Yeah, Gavin is the one that somebody hit with a fucking door. And then you guys walked into the tavern for the first time.
Amazing.
Oh, I'm gonna go out to him, and I'm gonna be like, "Oh, baby Gavin, hey,
Is
look at you.
it? Are you? It's the heroes. The heroes are here. Everybody, the heroes are here.
Have you been working out?
So you guys see kind of peeking up from like the ramparts of the church, like, you know, Gavin has his head already up, and you see a couple of other villagers. They look like hunters, like some of the village hunters that like are all kind of like positioned up on the ramparts. And then you hear a couple of voices in the middle talking in the gateway. They said, "Clear the barricades! Let them in! Let them in!" and
Good thing we didn't take the long way.
and you guys
Start
are
clapping.
able to get through the gate, and you're greeted by. Hold on, I'm just going to make sure that everybody kind of fits through in a nice orderly fashion. They clear these barricades. You notice that the gate to the church has actually seems to have been like blasted or burned away. So they have had a few squabbles here, but they've put up some like makeshift barricades, like with spike sticks and stuff like that. But they're able to kind of bring them up to let you through. And as you guys get through, you come face to face with Commander Harvash Tonwall, Stacy,
Harvash.
and the Tonwall Mercenaries
Stacy!
captain who you guys fought alongside the dragon with. These are people who you don't
a very
know.
important question.
Yes.
Oh.
Is
the
Stacy's
blacksmithing-
mom, does she have it going on?
She does. She's the one that opened the pub. Stacy's mom is the one that opened the pub.
Fuck
I
yeah.
heard
Okay.
that if
Continue.
you have had the
As
luck.
we go by the spikes. No, go ahead. Sorry,
No,
I
it's
didn't hear
okay.
you talking. There was
okay.
delayed. Go ahead.
No, it's all good.
Oh.
Okay, as we go by the spikes, I'm just gonna touch one of the tips and go, ooh, good for you guys. Look at all this. I'm so proud.
Nice.
I'm gonna say aside to a friend. I heard amongst the mead that if you think Stacy's thighs could crush your heart, just wait until you meet her mother.
Oh. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Yeah, pretty much.
Nice. Is the blacksmith here?
No.
I know I have an accent now.
Tonwall kind of.
Oh, you have it. Wow, you have an accent now.
Tonwall greets you guys. She says, "Hail, champions! It's nice to see you again." And Cactus, for friends' reference, this is like a gnome riding a dire wolf. Like this is who's like talking to the friend now. But she seems to be the one in charge. And you guys would recall, at least everybody except for Fren, who's still named Fren in this map for some reason, or Fred, sorry. You guys would recall, Harvash Tonwall was the one who, her and her commander fought beside you and aided you in, not slaying, but fighting with the Frostfang bandits, I believe they were called. And this might be something, this is going back, this is the lore before we started streaming.
I almost had a bad dragon, guys.
Yeah.
The
Well, those were
lore.
ancient times. I don't remember that.
The lore, these are the ancient times. But yeah, so you guys fought alongside Harvash Tonwall when you were fighting the Frostfang bandits. She was able to take several of them prisoner. She was also there looking for the dwarf smith that you guys were able to see. Gavin comes down from the parapets and comes up and sees you guys as well. You can see that he's a little battered and bruised. Everybody here looks pretty worse for wear. Like they've taken the odd magic missile from time to time. But Tonwall kind of looks at you guys and she's like, I'm glad to see you, adventurers. It was a pleasure to fight beside you before. And she said, we were true to our words. We came here and, we barely arrived and the town was under siege. So we jumped to action and we rescued as many folks as we could. And we set up here in the church. Joey, stop barking.
Joey has opinions on your DMing.
Yeah. So we set up here in the church. She said, I've been training a few of the, more able-bodied villagers to kind of form a bit of a militia. So we have a few combatants that we're training out back. My men are, we've taken a couple of losses here and there, but, we've been able to hold the gate despite losing it in the last squabble, and you guys can kind of see the charred remains of a gate hanging off its hinges between the tower here. So she says, we're making do with the best that we have, but she said, I definitely know that there's a couple of folks inside that would be happy to see you.
Absolutely.
She says, we weren't able to rescue as many townsfolk as we wanted, but there's a good few here. And
Did you head up the evacuation to the north?
Evacuation? What do you mean?
It seemed like there was many an animal in person fleeing to the north based on the tracks.
Oh. You haven't heard then.
No.
She said the infected animals, she said they weren't killing everybody. They took a good number of villages they captured many. They acted with intelligence, rounded them up, or herded them north. For what purpose, I do not know.
I'm calling it now.
That's not good.
The king octopi is quite intelligent. It was speaking in my head.
She said you can commune
That
with the
makes sense.
beasts.
Not willingly, but it doesn't seem to have a fondness for druids, so I do think that this is an ancient feud that, unfortunately, the people of Zeraterra are stuck in. By the way, how many are you? Your men and the refugees within these walls?
My men, I've got maybe, let's say just a little over a dozen able-bodied fighters. As far as refugees, she says I'm training about another dozen able-bodied militia, but they're not yet ready for, open combat. And inside the church, I've got maybe another 20 non-combatants.
Excellent. We have an
That's better
escape
than none.
hatch. What?
That's better than none.
Yeah, it's better than none because we have an escape
Yeah.
hatch that we can use. That's why
Yes.
we're here.
And she says Father Augustine and his secretary are inside. They'd be happy to see you.
Archibald, I would love to.
Augustine.
Augustine, yes, that's what I said.
So
Lead the way.
she says also Griswold and his brother are around back. They're making some repairs to one of the wagons that they use for funerals here in town. We thought about using it as an escape perhaps if push came to shove, but there's not enough space for everybody. She then kind of turns and she says we did notice after looking out at the walls. She said there seemed to be. She says, I recognize the crimson sails. There seem to be pirates in the port, but she said they seem to be in combat with the animals. She said, I thought any looters would have just up and left. Do you know why they're here?
Yeah, a friend called them.
Friend?
Huh? No,
Yeah,
I
it's your friend,
Um,
right, friend?
Yes, I can vouch for the men on those ships. They maybe they sail the Scarlet Corsair, and they are they're good guys. They're real swell.
Oh well.
We're a bunch of stand-up lads.
Yeah,
Yes.
had we known sooner, we could have made for the port. But she said any attempt that we had to send scouts out was met with, incredible violence from the creatures. But if she said, are they willing to allow us to board with them to escape these shores?
That's why they're
Yeah.
here. Yeah.
Excellent.
The only people who can't be their friend are people with beautiful jewelry like me, and I just gesture at the collar on my neck. So they're not very.
You do
prejudiced
recall
as far
these
as-
people don't know much about your collars. I don't think you even told them.
That's okay.
Okay.
Okay, that's enough of an indicator.
Okay. So she kind of just looks at you side eyed and she doesn't really understand, but she says, "Oh, regardless," she said, if there is hope, then the people inside might be, it would be good to breathe some hope into them, but getting them there is a challenge. She said, I doubt that you couldn't hear the sounds of combat and suffering in the town on your way up.
Well,
Speaking of combat and suffering, and I'll just step forward.
Okay.
Hello again. Looking beautiful as ever. Moving on, though. Have you been downstairs yet?
Downstairs? What do you mean
To the cave
downstairs?
system?
I didn't know there was a cave system.
Well, that, my dear, is how we're getting out of here.
Wow, Archibald needs to work on his emotion regulation because he definitely knew about that cave system and he didn't
Yes,
say anything.
definitely. It doesn't have
Archibald did. Archibald, fuck. Augustine. she kind of scratches her head. She says Augustine actually did say he needed to find some kind of golden ox. He needed it desperately to get something or to open something.
Well, we heard his prayers and that's why we have arrived. Poe, produce the borrowed key.
I have it, but I'm not going to show it to you yet.
Okay, we have to bring it to Archibald. There's a whole thing where he has to touch it. It's all convoluted, so we should probably see him soon.
Yes.
She says, "Well, very well." She says, "Your allies here. You'll be welcome with open arms." She said, "Griswold and Roswald are around the side," and she gestures kind of to the south, and she said they're down there near the stables. The militia are training around to the north, the north courtyard, and she points around to the north of the building. And she says, as far as Father Augustine's concerned, you'll find him in his office, and inside the church here, you'll find the civilians, doing their best to keep their spirits high.
Ooh.
That's not Dally, I guess.
Okay, so we're going in.
Yippee!
Okay.
Alright, so I'm going to start deleting stuff as you guys walk in the room. So as you guys walk into the large church room, you guys do see a number of civilians that are here. I'm just going to leave Tonwall outside. Didn't mean
5
to
minutes.
grab her. Wait, can you guys see the civilians, actually?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, they're not orbs. Good.
Nope.
No, they're not orbs.
Good.
I even
No orcs.
So these ones,
Yay!
these ones are mostly. Sorry, that cat should be a little smaller. These ones are mostly older civilians, like women, children, old dudes. It seems like it's kind of similar to what everybody said. The able-bodied ones are more able to, like, they're being kept out there. You do see that there's a cat kind of curled up on the.
I see half the.
Already
party is
petting it.
Yeah,
roast with a cat.
he's curled up on the what's it called?
Yeah.
Organ.
Piano?
The organ.
Oregon? Okay.
Yeah.
The Oregon.
He's a little bit high up. When you guys get close, he does hiss at you and kind of smack at you.
Oh.
But I'm also a cat.
He still hisses
the
and
point.
smacks.
That's so sad.
Okay, can I
Friend
roll
is
for animal
heartbroken and
handling?
flies back to the group.
You want to try animal handling?
Yes.
Okay, give me animal handling check at a disadvantage.
Disadvantage. Okay. 7.
Bro, tell him you have
7?
coin if he has wares.
No, you're not really able to overcome any of its kind of defensiveness.
That's ridiculous.
Because you could barely reach it.
You could barely
I
reach it,
tried-
but also it seems to be heavily agitated.
Okay, I'm mad.
Okay.
He stays mad.
Yeah.
So
I said no, I'm mad.
as you guys kind of walk through the room, like, a couple of the villagers notice you. Notably, Garrett the woodsman seems to not be here. That's at least one other name that you recognize.
Maybe he tripped.
You don't recall seeing any of the older farmers that you saw, Bob the farmer or whatever his name was. He's not here.
Steve's your uncle.
So
But he was a bill.
in any case, you guys make your way through the main hall of the church. People are kind of ogling you as you go. They're like, "Oh my god, the heroes are back! Yeah, the heroes."
I'm addressing everybody I make eye contact with a different G name.
Oh my god.
So as we're
Nice.
walking through, people are
I
looking
was
at
literally
us,
thinking about that.
nodding and going, Gerald, Gertrude, Geraldine,
I was just thinking about that.
Gary.
Oh my god.
Nice.
Well, we got Gavin and Garrett.
So as you guys enter Father Augustine's office, you see Ivana kind of jumps up, kind of a little startled. Augustine sits up in his chair, and he sees you guys walk in, and he is elated. He's like, "Oh my God, the heroes are back! It's all you're a sight for sore eyes." He says, "You come to help us in our most dire hour."
Wow, you battle up really nicely, Augustine. Said his name properly.
It's robes, dude.
Yes, you work in the double staff. It takes a lot of dexterity.
He says, "Well, I found Father Olander's staff, and he says, I had my own, so I thought I could at least put them to use, trying to keep people safe. But he says I wasn't expecting an animal invasion."
I also found a staff, and I smack the bonsai staff and go, "Meow."
Are you growing a tree in the middle of his office?
No, I didn't say the word.
Okay, good. There wasn't any dirt anyway to put the tree in. So anyway,
Yeah.
but he goes, "Oh, very good." He says, I hope your travels have been lucrative." And then he says, then he kind of looks past you guys. He says, "Oh, is that Captain Grey Mountain Dark, the famous captain of Twerok?" And Mountain Dark's, very gruff, and he goes, "Oh, well, former captain." He says, "I heard there was need of my services here." And Augustine says, "Well, there would have been, especially for bolstering the town's defenses, but," he said, "I fear we're all that's left." He says, "Many of the townsfolk were abducted. Once the abductions began, we tried to save it, go out into the town and save as many as we could, but we lost good fighting men." And he says, "You saw the survivors in the room before now," and he kind of gestures out the window, and you guys can see there's a couple of the mercenaries training some militia. And he says, between the militia, the hunters, and the mercenaries, he says, we're not really what you'd call an organized fighting force by any stretch.
What about an organized fleeing force?
That we might be able to pull off if there was an option. You guys entered into the town somehow. How did you get here?
We walked.
We walked.
Yes.
You just simply walked in?
No,
we
we
took a lot
almost
of action
died
on the way.
like 4
No, we
times.
didn't almost die. We're invincible.
You almost died. Oh, wait,
No
was
way.
it Fred? It was Fred.
Mine did die.
Fred, you died?
No, what?
What?
No, I almost died, but then I hid inside Evie's satchel, and you all valiantly
Oh, no.
protected me.
Whoops.
Anywho.
Scythe, can I do a quick sleight of hand?
Yes. Do
Oh, you should
you
sign
want to
it.
DM me as to what this is for, or are you going to just tell the group?
Can I roll and then tell the group?
Sure.
Okay, hang on.
Father Augustine has a 13 to see you.
Oh, that's fine. I don't care. 19 plus 1.
All right.
So I think I'm good. I grab the statue out of fucking Poe's bag,
Satchel?
No!
Oh,
and I put it in front of him. I put it in front of Augustine, and I can't remember her name.
Poe, your passive perception's only 16, right? So she beats your passive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I roll first, because
Yeah.
I knew his passive 15. So like,
I get that back.
That's very funny.
So
I'm just
I
gonna
can't keep it.
ignore him.
Augustine says, "You have the statue." He says, "I was
It's
looking for
mine.
this." He says, "That was going to be our way out."
Yes, it is
Yeah,
our
we
way out.
can use
were
it to get
keeping
out,
it
but I
safe.
get it back.
yeah.
I'm just gonna talk over Poe, like doing that, because I'm actually just trying to PR my way out of this for a minute, and be like, yes, we are keeping it safe. Moving on, and I'm gonna just
Every action has a
like-
consequence, Poe. Maybe they could have
Oh.
saved more people. Maybe more people could have escaped through the tunnels. Maybe they wouldn't be in this whole situation.
And
I
I
knew
would.
I would say what you gotta say.
It was great.
I told that Asama not to take this statue, Augustine. I don't know why we ended up with it, but Poe has kept it safe this whole time for
Roll
me.
deception.
Because he's
Roll,
the number one
roll
friend.
deceptions, you motherfuckers.
Wait. Okay, can I help him?
Yeah, you can roll with deception advantage, me.
Go for
Roll
it.
above a 14.
Oh no.
Things we love to hear.
12.
12? At advantage, you got 12.
Yeah.
Well,
I cast guidance.
Wait, does anybody have guidance? No, nobody has guidance.
Oh,
No.
I did.
It's okay.
I
Well,
cast Soul
no,
Orb.
you can throw guidance on Evie if you want. You were already aiding him, so you could kind of do a
Okay,
quick
sick.
guidance. So
Oh,
let's see if you
that's
can
so
get that
sweet.
12 above a 14. Get a 1.
Oh, I rolled a 3. Oh, I rolled a
Oh
3.
my god.
Oh.
All right,
You
so
remember the tall Asama?
he says, oh yes, the one who wasn't very talkative, was very cold.
He ditched us.
He ditched you. Oh,
He
the
ditched
nerve.
us.
Ditching our great
And-
heroes. Well, I'm so thankful that our great heroes were able to return the golden ox to us. It's a great symbol of our town here in Alden Quay. But
problem.
more importantly, it's the key to that damn secret passage that you showed me when you were here the last time. And
I'm really happy that you have it back.
he kind of takes it and he walks into the other room and you kind of hear him fiddling with it and you hear that very familiar like as the chest kind of slides across the floor, grating and grinding, and he says, "Oh, perfect. Our way forward is open."
Grinding.
Awesome.
Wonderful.
So he says, well, will you help with the evacuation? He says we can start getting people out now.
What?
Okay, so hang on a second. This is why we're in this room talking to you, because we have to come up with an evacuation plan. We can only go down this rickety ass ladder one by one, first off. Second off, we do have boats that are waiting at the shore that's outside of the gated exit at the end. So that's where we
Boats?
are directing people to. Boats.
How did you manage
Yep.
to secure boats? You guys are great heroes indeed.
Thank
Yes,
you.
That was all friend.
This is where we're going to require you to just go with the flow, because they may be red-sailed corsairs, right? But they're vigilantes. It's
You
all
mean
good.
Crimson Scale pirates?
Yep, that's
That's
the one.
Yes,
They've
I knew what she
been
meant. How did
pillaging
you
our
not-
shores for years. Why would we trust them?
Do you want to die? That's the question.
Wait.
You know what I mean?
He's
Damn,
right.
yeah.
No, he's right. They want to loot. They want to empty the village so they can loot it, just like
I
us.
don't-
I mean,
I don't. Is that it?
Why?
Yeah, I don't. Like,
Why?
Don't get me wrong. I hear you. I hear you, but I don't know if that's the direction that they're going. I think this is more of like a
For-
highest prima donnaism.
Mortality coming together against all
Friend,
odds.
do you recall Zago's affiliation?
Yeah. Yeah, no, he's
Well, actually-
he's on our side.
Actually, wait. You guys all no, wait. You guys were all part of this conversation. No, you weren't. That was the other party. Never mind. I almost got
Fucking
my
Lamau. Okay.
I almost got my wires crossed. Okay, so oh shit! I pressed a button and now I've lost my HUD. Oh, I took a screenshot. Everything's fine.
Nice. Great. Good stuff.
Good
God.
game.
Okay, so Fren, you do recall Zago what used to be affiliated with the Crimson Scale Pirates, and he stole one of their ships and does currently use it as kind of a guise. However, he is an exile from the Crimson Scale Pirates. He is
right.
he is
Yeah.
not permitted.
oh,
He is actually not permitted to be on the sea. If they catch him out on the sea, the Crimson Scale Pirates will actually go out of their way to murder him. That's what
He gets 3 spanks.
That's what you recall of Zago's current affiliations.
Like the
Yeah,
Bobby
so
guy.
then I'll impart some of that and be like, look, he's no longer part of the Crimson Pirates. He is actually exiled, and now he was using the boat that he has at his disposal to aid those in need.
He's a
Augustine kind of, looks at you and he says, "I see you've picked up a new traveling companion. Are they trustworthy? Do you trust my people's
Hi.
lives in their hands? Just for
I'm
a
gonna
friend."
lean
I'm friend.
across. I'm gonna lean across the desk, and I'm gonna say, "Okay,
bigotry.
would you like to die a slow, painful, grueling death, or potentially live with some weird octopi demon thing stuck to your neck and led up north like the rest were? Or would you rather take a chance at survival going on this boat with people you don't know?" Now, I know you don't know me and I don't know you well, but what I can say is I understand how hard it is when you've lived such a sheltered, pious life where everybody else comes to save you. But this is an opportunity for you to be a hero and to make the right decision for all of these dozens of people to have a chance at life.
Is
So,
there, is there like an eat shit and die check that I can have Jess roll?
Persuasion at advantage.
Yeah, I guess that. Yeah.
okay. Wait, where is it?
Next one, no, it's perception.
Oh shit, sorry.
It's alright.
Persuasion. Oh, I got a 12.
When she rolled perception, she got a 23.
Nice. Augustine, he kind of looks. He kind of considers it for a second, and he goes, "As much as I personally disagree with it, you are correct. Our options are few, and
Right.
we've run out of options. The gate won't hold another assault, and he says it's going to take a little bit longer to train this militia." Captain, and he looks back at Grey Mountain Dark, and he says, "Perhaps you could be of assistance here, whipping our men into shape and adjusting outside." And Grey says, "Aye, that's what these folks hired me to do, and I'd be more than happy to assist." And he says, and he kind of looks at the rest of you, and he says, "Well, this might be where we part ways." He says, "I'm grateful for the aid that you provided me and my daughter back in Twirrock, and I will do what I can to aid these men."
May you ever smash evil priests' heads in, good man.
So he heads
Amen.
out, and he's going to head out to the yard and start.
Amen.
I'm just gonna quickly lean over to Poe and whisper and be like, "Did we hire him? I thought he just kind of came along. Like, did we actually
Yeah.
hire him?"
Wait, who? Who are you talking
No,
about?
you guys did him a very good personal favor by murdering Woldrick, and saving his daughter. So he came along free of charge. He didn't charge anything. He just
You're
pledged-
welcome for the murder.
Yeah, he was very happy that the person he disliked that strongly was able to be murdered. Anyway,
Yeah.
Father Augustine says, "Well, he says you brought a few able-bodied fighters with you." He says there are a couple of the shopkeepers that were able to get here with a little bit of their stock. And he says the blacksmiths were outfitting the wagon to see how many innocents we could fit in there and make a mad dash if need be. So Roswald and his brother Griswold has returned. They're outside. He says prepare however you need to, and then meet me back here, and we'll see about going down into the depths and what it will take to get our people out of here.
Yes, because you have to think first, while we're talking to the dwarves, that you need a fighting force in the front and one holding the gate. And I will convince them, with my friends, that a reinforced carrion wagon is also a really good roadblock.
She says,
Okay.
Whoa.
that would be, it would take them some time to push the wagon out of the way, especially if we can jam it in there real good.
Yes. Exactly.
Okay, I'm just gonna pat him on the back and be like, "It was a great choice you made. Very heroic of you." And I'm gonna walk off.
Okay.
Amazing.
Okay. As you guys walk back out, Poe, I want you to give me a perception check at advantage.
Okay. Perception at advantage. 10, 9, 10.
10?
Yep.
Alright, nope. You don't notice anything out of the norm.
No! That's gonna be altering.
Okay, so you guys are able to make it back outside. Oops, shit, I knocked over Stacy. Oh god, everyone's dying. Okay, anyway.
Is that a Leona figure?
I think it is. I obviously
totally
for
Leona.
for Twitch reasons had to change the original model we were using for Stacy.
Yeah.
Is the-
Stacy
Is the model for Father Augustine Obi-Wan?
No, it's just a regular mage like
Oh.
model that exists in tabletop.
Nice.
Can we like take the long way around so that we could chat on the way?
To chat
Or
to
are we
who?
talking to the people up front?
No. Well, who do you want to go talk to? That's where we're going to take you.
Let's go this way.
Yeah. I want to go that
Okay.
way too.
So Clink's hanging out with the other group of adventurers for now. You do pass the two shopkeepers on their way. It looks like one of the old herbalists that one of your Asmar friend had his way with is here, and then the other one is the general goods vendor from town. So they've got basic adventuring gear, torches, a couple of health potions. The herbalist has a couple of herbs for healing salves and different things.
Can I sell?
You know what?
Can I sell some stuff?
They don't appear to be willing to buy things right now. They're more like looking to get a little bit of gold for the things that they have so that wherever they go, they can maybe, set up shop again. So they're not really interested in buying your shit.
Yeah. Okay.
As we
Fine.
walk by, I'm just gonna give them like 5 gold pieces each.
Oh, Miss Evie, thank you so much. You've done so much for this town. You're a true hero. And she kind of looks at the rest of them. And she's like, unlike the rest of these rapscallions, tell me where is my lover? Where is that handsome winged fellow?
Bless. I think he went back to where he got his wings. You know what I'm saying? But I'm glad you had a good time, honey. Listen, everybody deserves that, okay? And I'm gonna just be like, grab her hand, have a little tap on her hand. Like I'm bending down because I'm really tall. I'm like, it's okay, sweetheart, sweet pea, sweet nothings, whatever. Like you're all good. Trust me. You had a good dickin', and now we're moving on. I can't help it with the shittery tonight. Like I'm such an asshole.
Don't apologize.
No, that's fine. All right. So, do you guys want anything from the general goods vendor? He's got basic adventuring gear, like ropes, stuff like that, torches. He does have 2 health potions.
How much for the house?
He's charging 100 each.
Bullshit.
Absolutely not.
So I
What?
go back to Agatha, and I go, how much healing salve ingredients do you have?
Oh, she says, well, she says, I have a little bit stocked up, and she kind of produces enough herbs for 2 healing salves.
Okay, how much?
She says, well, for your group and my former lover's best friends in the whole wide world, perhaps could you spare me 30 gold for a poor old woman to set up shop in the near future?
What are
Absolutely.
we buying? What are we buying for 30 gold?
Herbs to make healing salves. They are the healing salves. Just so you remember, they're not like healing potions. They can only be applied outside of combat. for
Okay.
additional
Heal off
healing.
my medicine.
Okay.
Okay, so I buy them.
Okay.
I'm like, absolutely, and I wish you well. I'm terribly sorry about the town in the circumstances, but this is how we grow as people.
She goes, darn
Maybe you'll
right!
find an ogre that outfucks the ASMR. Who knows?
An ogre! This is an exceptionally horny old woman. Anyway,
Good for her.
Honestly, based.
she's like, perhaps it'll sound like Mike or whatever his name is that voices Shrek. I can't remember his name.
Oh my god, bless.
What are you doing in my swamp?
Perhaps the ogre will have a rich dwarven accent.
Yeah.
Bless. Oh my god, bless.
Rare
Okay.
ogre, roger.
Alright.
Okay, that's all.
That's all. You guys don't want any health potions? You don't want any absorbently charged health potions? Come on, guys.
Poe, haggle him.
I haggle you.
How? Like with violence or?
With cunning suave.
Okay. You want to give me like a persuasion check to see if you can haggle him?
You start flirting with him. Your tail is running up the back of his thigh. Give his little.
Yeah.
little
Actually, you know what? Just hold on. I'm just trying to think. Yeah, know what? Yeah, humans would have trouble determining if tabaxis are male or female.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, I pull that card and I do that. I can't RP it though.
I got you, boo.
Alright. So
I
roll
got my
me
little cat eyes.
roll me a I guess this would be a deception check.
Okay. Nat 20.
Lie about your gender.
Nat 20.
I got 21.
God. Okay, so 21. Yeah. So he seems relatively enthralled with your wiles.
Wiles.
Start purring at him.
Yeah.
Nice.
He's
Nice
like
wiles,
he's
Simone
like,
Biles.
oh, I've never been with a cat girl before. Anyway,
He actually
Oh, wow.
acts defensive so that the shopkeeper gets a little bit embarrassed and goes, "Oh, you thought I was interested?
he's like,
I'm just being friendly."
just for you, Kitten Whiskers.
Ew.
We'll I
Kill
can
on site. Destroy.
I could give you these potions for 75 gold. We're just rolling the Shrek jokes out right now tonight.
And then, okay, wait. Okay, and then, like, Puss in Boots eyes, like, really twinkly, ooh, animu eyes, and then, purring, all that kind of stuff. 75. Oh, that's too bad. I only have 50. But I need these to help save the town. Purr.
That's perfect.
Wink, wink.
That's beautiful.
Wait, so
okay.
is he lip syncing this while Evie's delivering her voice?
You
from
know
behind
what?
him?
You know what? Give me deception at advantage if you guys want to fucking play this out.
Do it.
Okay.
Deception at advantage? Okay.
Yeah, let's see it.
12.
12.
Fuck's sake.
12.
bro.
Evie, you give
I'm
me a
trying.
deception. Give me a deception check as well, and I'll just take the
Okay.
median here.
Oh,
I got an 11.
Oh my god. I
Um,
guess this is just going bad.
you know what? He rolled shit. You're fine. But
like a really
you know,
bad lip sync.
despite like the really bad lip sync and like the words not lining up with the mouth movements, he still buys it, and he's like, Fuzzle Muffins. I guess I guess I could.
Chad, I think we should kill this guy.
I guess I could give them to you for like 55. That's like my best offer.
Okay, deal.
I'm gonna nudge Poe in the back. And be
Squeeze
like,
his
that
tail.
sounds perfect.
Okay. Yeah.
All
Was
right.
that 2 for 110?
Kill Evie too.
Yeah, 2 for 110.
Okay.
All
Watch,
right.
he's only going to use them on himself.
So you have 2 more small health potions.
Okay.
All right, and you continue on your way. There is a stable. There appears to be a couple of animals in here: a cow, a couple of chickens, a couple of horses. Give me a quick perception check again as you go past the stables.
All of us?
Yeah.
8.
12.
Oh.
What's with the 12?
I got another nat 20.
Amaze.
I got 26.
Okay.
Oh, I just got it 23.
Here, I'll show you.
All right.
What
So, well, Shmi and Evie, you're not too concerned or interested.
You can have like
Poe and Friend. You guys are kind of walking by. You take a quick peek in. One of the chickens looks a little weird to you. Maybe it's there's like a black speck on its neck. Maybe you can't really tell. It's hard to tell from back here, but it could be a shadow, could be a black speck. You don't know.
Oh my god.
Friend's gonna go up to one of the guards in that case and be like, hello, yes,
This
have
is
you
this is like a
checked
this is like a teenage boy who's got like his one finger like half up his nose. He pulls it out. He's looking at his booger. He's like, "Huh, it's blue."
I go to the other one.
Amazing.
The other one is like trying to
Nodding
figure
off.
out which end of the sword is the end he should be swinging.
Never mind. Poe, I think we have to kill that chicken.
I think we do.
Um,
Okay. I'm gonna sneak in.
bro, I think you can
and
stealth
take it.
Archer and just kill it. Yes.
Yes, I can. I 100% can.
Beavis and Butthead as guards. These are militia. Like these are guys who like maybe just came off the training grounds and they're remember what Augustine said? Not ready for combat.
Yeah. That's great.
All right,
so
so-
how high are these walls?
There's a door there like this. So this is like an open door that you guys can look through, like here for the barn. So this is like a barn door, and you're able to see through it. This is an enclosed building with a roof. Otherwise,
Okay. So friend, I think you should step to the side and cause a distraction so they look away. And I'll quickly fire an arrow in there.
All right.
meanwhile, Evie and Shmi are one track minded on going to talk to the blacksmith. So you guys are over
Absolutely.
here now.
Absolutely.
So Friend is gonna, he's gonna be over here. He's be like, "Hello, boys. Would you like some music to liven the mood?"
The one who was picking his nose is like, "Oh, music! Are you a famous bard? Do we know any of your songs?"
Yes.
No, but I can play some music for you.
It's the friend-tacular friend.
Sure. And they're both kind of wander over. They're like, it's been so long since we've heard a good tune. So roll
so
for
then
I guess roll for deception and distraction. Distraction should just be a stat. So let's just.
I think I should roll for performance.
should be.
under you, first of all.
Performance. Right? Yeah. Go for performance.
Come on, not a 12.
Ooh, man, that's a tilted dice. Hold on. Oh, that's so sad.
That was cocked. I get to re-roll it. That was cocked. I get to re-roll.
Yeah. Okay, go for it.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Thanks.
Oh, fuck off!
No.
That's not cock.
No, I got it,
Oh,
thanks! Fucking hell. Alright, so...
Holy shit.
You you start playing music and you, fuck up, the first note, and then you fucking nail it, the rest of this song. So they're distracted for, a solid, 30 seconds. Poe, take your shot.
All right. So, can I steady aim?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I get a steady aim. Wait, this is advantage on my next attack on
Yeah.
current turn.
Yeah.
Is that
Yeah.
to
that's
hit
fine.
or damage?
To hit.
To hit.
To hit. Okay, sick beans. And then let's get this up. Is it a sneak attack?
if you're rolling with advantage, it automatically becomes a sneak attack. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Gotta figure out how to do this again.
It's been weeks.
Okay, 22 to hit.
22 to hit. 22 will
It's
hit.
been weeks.
It's a
Okay,
chicken.
20 damage.
20 damage. Okay, so
Did you-
So much.
roll me a
For a
D100.
chicken. A D100.
Yes. Did you
Okay.
aim for the shadow or the
Fuck.
chicken though?
That's what the D100
I
is
am-
going to be determining
No.
because he didn't specify.
Oh.
No.
Just kill
I'm
chicken.
so sorry. Yeah, I just tried to nail a chicken. Yeah, I got 48.
48. That's not enough to aim for the shadow, so you do just fucking nail the chicken and delete it from existence.
Right in the eye.
I'm too good.
Rip
The
chicken.
the chicken fucking goes down. Its partner chicken squawks in shock and starts looking around, violently. You do notice a little black shadow kind of skirt off into the hay and
Bro, I'm gonna
in
take
the
this off.
building. Like it kind of goes diving into the hay on the ground.
I'm
Ooh.
confiscating your bow. You're cut off.
Bro, you're fired.
Okay. I really think I should light an arrow on fire and shoot it into the hay. And then
Fuck it.
I'll just explain later. What do you guys think?
We're not
No.
there.
I'm not there.
It's just
No.
you. It's just you and friend. Friend's playing the music, and you're just looking over, like you see Poe, and he's pulling out like his flint and steel and trying to light an arrow on fire, and you're just like, what the fuck?
You hear like the most panicked
Quietly
flute
escalating.
playing ever.
Just like
This
you
is
get a little
not
faster.
This
It
is not
Sounds like
good.
those bad recorder songs for a second, and then you just pick it back
Yeah.
up.
Oh
Yeah.
wait, hold on.
Now
That's
you
so
now,
funny that you
now
mentioned that.
you did get a natural 20 on your performance cactus, so I would say you would be able to sing words like that would be like code phrases to Poe in your song if you wish.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm like dancing behind the guns trying to act out like the thing went into hay.
We
light
didn't
it on
start the fire.
My God. Yo.
No,
the
if
guards
I
are
like
like,
fire,
oh, I know
it's
this
everything.
one, yeah.
Yeah, woo! Yeah. Don't burn it.
Okay, alright.
Looses the arrow.
Thank you for not setting the world on fire.
Yeah. I'm gonna shoot an arrow into the hay now.
Just into the hay.
Yeah, fuck it, we ball.
Yes, fuck it.
So it's not a flaming arrow. It's just an arrow.
It's just an arrow.
Okay, roll to the hit with disadvantage, I guess.
Okay.
It's got full cover too, so yeah, alright, we'll see.
Yeah, so roll that net 20.
Can I steady aim this?
Sure.
It'd be a single roll.
Technically?
Yeah.
It wouldn't be a sneak attack because it's
No,
not
it wouldn't be a
advantage.
sneak attack. It would just
No.
instead of being disadvantage, it would just give you a single roll.
Okay, I'll do that.
Not 20. Here we go.
Okay, not 20. Let's go. 22. Not 16 plus 6.
Okay, hold on. I actually now have to do math. Thanks, guys.
You're
Nice.
You're welcome.
Okay, so
Don't
this-
fucking put one of
this-
those in here then.
This creature has full cover. Fuck, 22 will still hit. Alright, roll damage.
Amazing.
Wow.
Wow.
9.
9. Alright, you kind of see your arrow like stick into the hay, and then it like jiggles a little bit, and then you can actually see the arrow like kind of skirting through the hay towards one of the horses.
Okay, time for another arrow?
Yep.
Hey, Cactus, how much longer do you have in your song? So he's done 2 turns, which is 6 seconds apiece. So I
Oh,
said your song
I
would be
figured
like 30
that's
seconds.
How about tell you what, Zai. I'll leave this up to you, but since I'm playing it so fucking good, can I slip in a vicious mockery at the tentacle thing?
Yeah, sure. Give me what
Oh.
does the vicious
Ooh.
mockery sound like, and then
Oh,
like how do you fit that into your song, and then roll.
It's a-
do I
You're
have
a
to
short
roll?
motherfucker and nobody likes you.
Amazing.
Do I have to roll? Is it a save for vicious mockery? Oh, it failed.
Yes.
It failed miserably.
Nice.
Do you have to be able to see
Beautiful.
it though?
She's the arrow.
You
Yeah,
can see
see
the arrow, but the creature is the thing.
I don't know.
The creature still has technically full cover because it's buried in hay, despite being stuck
But
with
it's
the arrow.
attached to the arrow.
I know,
It's-
but
like-
seeing the arrow, like, okay, if I shoot you with an arrow, Jess, and you hide behind the corner of a building and I see the arrow sticking out, do I still see you?
Yes,
know where
because
I
the arrows
am.
become part of you.
I know where you are, but I don't see you.
It's like, okay, if I'm hiding like behind a hay bale and you see me wearing an Abraham Lincoln top hat, you could fucking assume that my face is right beneath it.
I could, or you could have put the top hat on the bale of hay. I don't know.
Why outside did the fucking
Arrow.
squid put the arrow on top of the hail bait?
Hail Bay.
Chat, what do you guys think? Who's out in chat? Through, you're there. Do you
I would
think,
agree- I
like,
agree
when it
with
comes to
Fred
having
with
to
the hail
see the
gun.
creature, if it's buried in hay with full cover, do you think the arrow is enough? What do you think?
That's on you, Truth. It's all on Truth.
Because
I think it's unrealistic if I hit it the first time, but I'll get it eventually.
Yeah. I hate Zai, but he's technically right. Oh.
I know. It is like
Damn.
Through is a relatively impartial viewer too, so I respect
This is
Thru's
so
opinion.
sad.
So I gotta say no, because you can't see it, so it doesn't meet the criteria for vicious mockery. I'm sorry, Cactus, but you could vicious mockery, like, I don't know, the horse.
What the fuck?
no.
Why? What's with the horse?
Well, the arrow's going towards.
Do we
the
have to
horse.
kill? Do we have to kill the horse too, Zai? Is that what you're telling me? Because I'll kill a horse.
Yeah, well, the arrow's going towards one of the horses. Like, it's very quickly.
Okay, so hang on. So, if it's pierced literally like a kebab, okay? And you can literally see it going in a specific direction, how do you not assume where it is?
Because you still have to
Okay,
see
hold
the
on.
creature.
To be fair, it does say, add a creature you can see within range,
Yes.
and it has to be
Okay.
able to hear you. Doesn't have to
Okay.
understand.
Can't Poe? There's so much backseating, but can't Poe just like pick up the arrow like a kebab
Yeah.
if it pierced the guy? Can he just?
How quick's Poe?
He's a tabaxi.
That's true.
He's got tabaxi sprint.
Poe? What do you want to do?
He fell asleep. He's now.
Hold on, I'm
sleeping.
reading a few things as well.
If it was a firebolt or something, that'd be fine, but I don't know about a mental attack. Yeah, that's true.
That's fair. Sorry.
Oh.
I was looping everything in together, like Poe couldn't see him and he couldn't see him, and nobody could see like I'm assuming the squid is a him.
And Poe still rolled high enough to hit even with that thing having full cover, so he did.
Right.
How?
Poe is so angry that he couldn't start a bonfire that he's now rage pooping.
Is he rage pooping? Oh no. Darn. Okay.
Oh
Well,
my god, I've been on mute for so long.
Oh, welcome to my
Oh.
world.
I've been talking for a while.
Okay. So, what do you want to try and do,
Oh.
Poe? Do you want to try and go pick up a squid?
Yep.
Okay.
Here, Zaya, how about as a compromise? Can I summon a mage hand?
Sure.
Oh, I
Alright,
can mage
cool.
hand
Mage
too.
Mage hand is coming to help you.
Sick.
Okay. So, how do you summon Mage Hand while you're singing? What's that look like?
Hands in my pockets, hands in my pockets, hands in my pockets.
We'll go with that. Yeah.
Good.
I did
That's
the whole
Mage Hand.
line.
Musical genius. All right, cool. Mage hand. So yeah, you go. Mage hand slides over, bumps into the horse, and just picks it up. And yeah, you are able to see that there is a little wriggly squid on the end of the arrow.
Yeah, Mage Hand's gonna bring that over to Poe so he can stab and kill it.
Use your
I'm
dog.
going to. Oh, hold on. I have a special weapon for this. I have a dagger.
Alright, so it's making some squishy squid noises. Cactus, how loud's your performance?
You're my wonder wall.
Alright, let me see. Rolling insight or perception at disadvantage. Oh, okay.
Tonight will be the night.
Alright, so
Tonight
the-
will
the-
be the
Oh,
night.
Be the night I fall for you.
that's exactly what they're doing. They're headbanging. They're so into this, Cactus.
Hell yeah.
They're
Alright,
long
Poe,
hair.
how are you killing this thing?
Their helmets.
Yeah, they're just growing a side bang.
Poe, what's your plan?
I'm gonna stab it.
Okay, roll a hit.
I'm gonna hop in and stab. Oh wait, it's next to me.
Yep.
Yeah.
The mage hand's
Yeah,
literally
that one.
holding it in front of you on an arrow.
And I have to roll to hit.
Yep.
You can miss.
Is it technically
That's
grappled?
so lame.
It's
Oh.
it's kind of grappled, but not. I would say like
Yeah, true.
it's
Okay.
yeah. I'm you can have advantage.
It can't take
sure.
a dodge action.
Yeah, like it can't move or take a dodge action. It's just kind of here. It doesn't.
Okay,
wanna
I got
be
my
here.
third nat 20.
Fuck. All right. Cool. Stab it.
See?
Nice.
Do you
Okay, and I do
damage?
10 damage. 10 damage.
Do you have an offhand attack?
He's
No.
got his claws.
Well, hey, I can see it now, so why don't I do Vicious Mockery?
Yeah, you can. All right. So now you do your vicious mockery.
And that's when I do my Vicious
And it
Mockery.
rolled a 6 to save.
Nice. That's not good enough.
Okay.
Little friend,
fuck.
he just starts going, let the bodies hit the floor.
Let the body set the.
Can I eat it?
No, don't.
You want to
After
have
it's dead,
calamari?
of course.
Parasites.
Such a sidetrack.
Oh, it is 1d4. I've used this fucking thing so many times. You think, okay, 3. It takes 3 damage.
That was just enough to kill it.
Thank fuck. Okay.
Yes.
It died. So yeah, you see,
Yay!
friend does this little insult, and this thing kind of just wriggles and like dies on the arrow. And now it's just kind of limp there.
Cool. Okay, so
gonna
now.
bring Mage Hand over with the dead squid.
Sick.
And friend's gonna say, and that's why it's so important to be alert and aware on guard duty. I was able. Sorry, he's not gonna take credit. We were able to detect and kill this squid, while you just came over here and listened to me fucking play for no reason.
Yeah.
They go, what's
No.
that? What's
Uh,
obviously it's a
Don't worry
squid,
about
man. What do the squids do? I don't know. I thought we were fighting animals to throw magic. It dawns on
Yes,
you that
the
maybe these people
squids-
have never seen the squids.
Oh.
So I'm gonna start
Okay.
checking the other animals.
Yeah, fair.
You want to check the other animals?
Yes.
Okay.
Expected that.
Give me an investigation check. And while you guys are doing that, we're going to jump over to Evie and Shmi, who have run across Roswald and Griswold.
Cool. Okay. I'm gonna go on mute for about 5 minutes and I'll be right back.
All right.
Now it's time for the angry shitting.
So you come up as the Dover brothers are kind of smacking a wheel back on that they look like they've recently repaired. They've got kind of like a mini forge set up here. It looks like a travel forge.
Nice.
Sick.
Where's my gold?
And then Roswell says, "Oh! Oh, shit." He says, "Oh! The adventures! Griswold, these are the ones I was telling you about. The ones that dropped off some gold and promised they'd go looking for you. Oh, yes, brother. These are the ones I told you about. The ones that rescued me. Oh, yes. Very good. So, adventurers, what can we do for you today?"
Well, given the circumstances, I'm not too keen on learning the answer, but did you happen to refine that gold at all?
Oh, yes. It's refined. It's all ready to go. It just happens to be at my shop.
I thought so. Okay.
Yes,
Well,
of course.
you've done some fine work on this wagon, but you might not need it because we have procured the key for the escape hatch in the cellar of the church.
Oh,
However,
very good. He says, "Then we won't be needing this tire." And he goes and takes his axe to swing it.
no, wait. Before you do that,
Yes?
how do you think this would do at blocking the front gate?
Well, it'd do a lot better without its wheels. And he goes to swing at it again.
No, don't do it! Don't do it! You dwarfs and your flippant actions and ruining things before we can bring them to fruition. We
Let
should.
me
Oh my
distract you
God.
for a
That's
moment.
racist. You can't
I-
catch me.
I grabbed something for you on our travels that I promised. And Zach, you said that you would come up with whatever, like dwarven specialty mead thingy majiggy whatever, and that
Oh,
I
yeah.
got a bottle of it, right?
Sorry, so you found Dorvin what? I can't remember. I honestly can't remember.
She bought Dwarven meat in Twerk.
Oh, right. Okay, yeah.
Like
yeah,
a real
I know it's frivolous RP, but I love it and I live for it. So that's
Okay.
what
So you hand it to them. Did you just buy one?
I guess.
Great question.
Yeah, I thought it was a bottle.
Yeah.
Oh, a bottle. Okay, sorry, a bottle. Okay. So you hand it to them, and they go, "Oh, fresh from the homeland. It's been so long since I've had a taste of the north, the glorious mines in the north, and the taste of the salt and the rocks." And he says, "Oh, it reminds me of Mother Griswold." And as he turns to Griswold, Griswold's already downed half the bottle. And he goes, "You son of a..." And he grabs it and he drinks like the other half. And they kind of start to fight over it. But that was... God, it reminds me of home. Just like Mom used to make.
Okay, can I assume that in this little reverie and they're excited and surprised that they fucking put their axes down?
Yeah. They almost put their axes into each other. Roswell almost put his axe into his brother when he saw him drinking the mead. But, then they dropped him. It's fine, yeah.
Okay, good. I'm gonna say, well, now that we have like a little uplifting moment, let's just leave the wagon. Just for a second.
But I thought you wanted it to be a barricade. We'd make a much better barricade without its wheels.
Why don't you do that once it's in position in the gate?
Oh, that's me. I always took you as the smart one in the group.
Oh, well, and if you don't take the wheels off, once you evacuate, we might be able to use it.
But then wouldn't the enemy just move it out of the way?
Oh. Yes.
Oh,
I wasn't even thinking of it as a
I
barricade.
was so defeated. Sorry.
Well, I kind of have a feeling, and let's just say it's because I play a lot of head games. But I have a feeling that as we start to move all of the innocents down into the tunnel full of killable things that will kill you as well, a bunch of them will come flooding in through the front gate as soon as we trigger that event. You know what I mean? Sorry, DM.
yes,
I
I agree.
see. Well,
Who's that voice in my head?
you
It
can
sounds like
Hello.
a rat.
you can hear like kind of the twang as arrows as you hear like the hunters on the top of the wall go, "Oh yeah, got another one." Like he says, "Yeah, yes, they do seem to be, increasing in number lately. I see your point, Shmi.
I knew the mead would make you tired. You should have held off. We need able-bodied people to
Ah,
assist the dumbasses in
that
getting out of
this
here.
is that. We do our best work on a drunk
This
stomach.
place is a joke.
Well,
Maybe we should leave them behind.
Poe's like, remember
So-
these people we rescued? We should just abandon them now.
Mm.
You know what? These vibes are rancid. We should go.
Okay.
so that's the game plan. That's what we relayed to them, is that there's like the trapdoor is accessible that Archibald talked about now.
Okay. He says, "Oh, well, very good. Well, we'll pack up the forge here and bring it with us wherever we're going. But he kind of pulls off a key from his key ring. He says, here. He says, I doubt we'll be going back to the shop, but, we already took our share out of the gold, that, our fee for processing it. You'll find the
Right.
bags underneath the desk in the front foyer there. And he gives you the key and says, you're welcome to anything else that was left there, but we have everything that we need to start up a new forge wherever we're going.
Okay. Well, maybe because we know our way back in here, maybe you could just wedge the back wheels so it cannot roll away from the entrance. Because
But
I'm
we
guessing
could
there's a
also
lot of
take the
gold.
wheels off of this blasted thing. You see, Griswold's already got a crowbar in his hand. It seems like they've maybe been having a really rough time fixing this fucking thing.
okay.
I like it. Well,
Hey, Cactus, did you just end that prediction? I forgot about that.
Fucking did I?
That's hilarious. Who loses the unit first? Well, it was Rouse. Oh no, it was David that created this one? Okay.
No, it wasn't. That was me.
Clip.
Oh, weird. Okay. Anyway.
Yeah,
Alright.
transport the gold. I know.
So you want to
So
keep
is
the
it-
wagon to transport the gold?
Yeah.
Well, I have a feeling that there's a fair amount of gold to move.
He says,
And anyone else staying with us.
Unless did you refine the gold into gold pieces?
yeah, it's the gold coins, as you
Oh.
requested.
Oh, given the natures of the universe here, that might be easy to move, Edie.
Also, jumping back to Poe. Poe, give me the results of your investigation check.
17.
17. None of the rest of the animals appear to have black things on their neck.
Okay,
Black, squishy
Cool.
tentacle monsters on their neck.
Oh, you've got to be fucking kidding me.
awesome. So I'm gonna put the dead thing in my my pack, my inventory.
The chicken? Okay, yeah. You say you obtain one chicken corpse. There's a very angry
The
rooster.
chicken corpse,
Well, yeah, the dead thing.
and not like the little worm.
Oh, you can take that.
Oh,
too.
I have.
I don't need the
squid.
chicken. Oh, you
Oh.
took the squid?
Yeah, Mage Hand has
Okay.
the squid.
I was gonna say there's
Okay.
a very territorial rooster that would want to fight you for the chicken.
Yeah, no thanks.
Okay.
Cool. So can I join Griswold? He
Yeah,
has
you guys
something for
can.
me?
You guys can head over.
Sick.
All right. So, sorry, what did Griswold have for you, Poe?
I don't know. Apparently, he had a surprise for me because I saved him.
Oh, right. Was that like he owed you?
Mage
a
Hand's
fa-
still holding the dead squid, by the way, just brings it over.
Nice. Is that because he owed you a favor?
Hey, guys,
or
what's
something?
Yeah.
He owed you a favor or something? Okay, I can't remember exactly what it was.
We just said meet me back at my armor. I have something for you.
Okay.
Mhm.
What's your current armor? Like, what's your current equipment? Like your armor, equipment, etc.
I'm wearing studded leather that has an AC of 12, a ring of protection that puts it up by 1 to 13, and then but it is special armor. I don't know. My 15 plus 1, and then my armor gave me an additional plus 1.
Okay.
I have 17.
Okay. So it's your leather armor plus your dex plus your 1 from your ring that gives you 17, right?
Yes, and then I also have I have a plus 1 to armor class from an armor bonus. I don't remember what that's from, but I remember putting it in there.
That should be your ring.
Maybe. No, I have another one that says plus 1 armor class, and under it says Ring of Protection.
Yeah,
That's the ring. Yeah, that's from the ring.
that's the ring.
Yeah, but
You don't get to
Oh.
stack the +1
Yeah.
unless your armor is also +1.
No, I don't
Yeah.
think his armor's plus 1.
here, I'll show you.
Like his armor
Okay.
might be +1. Now I'm thinking about
Yeah,
it.
right here.
Saphrax's.
Let's
Oh
see.
dear.
Just
Oh, you doing it in chat?
Yeah.
Which chat?
Schedule probably.
Oh, in Discord. Oh, just in the streaming channel.
I
My
see.
camera's
Okay,
on.
hold on. I see. 15 armor class plus 1 plus 1. Oh, what the fuck is getting the other
Oh,
plus
it is
1?
+1 armor. Scroll down to your items. And then go to armor.
AC 12 plus.
Go to magic items for a second. Okay, and go to items.
I have something that boosts it higher than what this says. I just don't remember what it was.
Bro, you gotta record this.
Yeah.
Was the armor from Saphrax's tower +1 armor, Zach?
I think so.
Maybe it was. Did he get leather armor from Saphrax's tower?
There was leather armor that was found. There's leather armor and a Dragon Slayer sword, bro.
I remember, I don't remember exactly what it is, but you gave me leather armor that was better than
okay.
than I should have leather armor at.
Okay. Alright. So it must have been plus 1 then.
Bruh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bruh.
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay.
Hold, please.
Cool. Drum roll.
What?
Do I have time to maybe tinkle real quick?
Yeah, you got time.
Okay.
No.
Okay, be right back.
No, there's no time.
There's no time!
Guys, we haven't even hit the dungeon.
We're good.
I'm good to go a
just trying
little
to
bit back,
find.
Zach, just for the sake of
Yeah, I mean, we'll see how far we get. It's if we hit the
Okay.
dungeon, great.
Oh, does
I have a
that
feeling
mean we're all
actually-
going to 10?
What?
Does that mean the session's just going to 10?
Well, no, I just I'll be okay.
Look, it's okay if it is.
Well,
You know what I
we'll
mean?
We'll see. I have a feeling that this evacuation tunnel is gonna be a meat grinder.
What?
I have that feeling too.
When I throw a bunch of expendable NPCs into a meat grinder, guys,
Absolutely.
you think so little of me.
Absolutely. I think Alden Quay is gonna be like this stain on the map forever.
Stained and that was Quay. That was bad.
Okay,
Just
I'm
a
looking
red
at all the
stain
magic
with
items I had
Fernando.
pinged here.
Ooh.
I have to recover the notebook. I did have a handwritten notebook from the sessions prior to streaming.
Can one of the items you give me be an elixir of expeditious ejection?
Is that laxative?
Yes.
That's
I knew it.
right. Something Sears catalog.
Jesus.
Are you trying to
Okay.
decide what the gift for saving Griswold is?
Yeah, I had a bunch of things. Like I'm trying to go through my book because I had a bunch of things tabbed of things that I wanted to give you guys.
You could
Um,
just figure it out after. You don't have to do it right now if you don't for time.
I, yeah, that's fair. I'm just trying to see
Unless
if
I need
anything.
it now
I'm just trying to see if
because of the
anything
meat grinder.
jumps up at me.
Not gonna lie, Poe doesn't really need anything else.
My AC is not high enough.
Rogues peak at level 4 to 8, so it's like
They peak at level 48.
they do.
No, I peaked in high school.
That's pretty much level 4 to 8 though.
Oof.
What-
That's
Zach's
actually
trying to
rough.
Zach's trying to figure out like something, and Paul's like, I don't need the item right now unless like I'm gonna get wrecked in the meat grinder. And then I said that rogues usually peak from level 4 to 8. He doesn't
Oh
need
no.
anything. True.
Okay, actually, I think I have it here.
Yo, Mochi is.
Oh,
What was that? Oh no. Okay, that's too good.
Wait,
All right, hold
I'll take it.
please.
Okay.
I'll take it, but I'll be humble about it. How about that?
Okay. He gives you. Let me just see. I'm just reading this one. This is one of the ones I had tabbed.
Thanks for showing me your whole backpack, by the way, Poe.
You're welcome. Can't touch anything.
That
though.
is
So you can look.
interest. I don't know what.
Okay. Poe, he hands you what looks to be a quiver. It is an empty
Oh.
quiver. There's nothing in it.
Oh,
However,
Like that.
it has three. Notably, it has three compartments. And you're kind of looking at it. You poke your hand into one, and then you realize, like, as you poke your hand into one of the compartments, like, your hand goes deeper and deeper and deeper until you're like in up to your, like, almost up to your shoulder. In this quiver, which is longer than the quiver is, like the quiver is shorter than your arm.
nice.
And so then
You should put your tail in it.
you pull your hand out and you go, like, you're kind of like, what? And oh shit.
The place for my hairball.
The other archer from the other group is jealous in chat.
Oh, yeah, Shade's here.
Nice.
Bro, you didn't even have to
So,
lose an arm for that quiver.
He says this is a it's not necessarily something that us folk have a use for, but it's something that we came across, and I felt dashing and daring tabaxi such as yourself, who's very proficient with the bow, perhaps could make use of this. And he hands you what's called the Quiver of Alana.
River of Alana.
So it's spelled
Whoa.
Ehlonna. And I'll read the description to you. So each of the quiver's three compartments connects to an extra dimensional space that allows the quiver to hold numerous items while never weighing more than 2 pounds. The shortest compartment can hold up to 60 arrows, bolts, or similar objects. The mid-sized compartment holds up to 18 javelins or similar objects. The longest compartment holds up to 6 long objects, such as bows, quarterstaffs, or spears. You can draw any item from the quiver contains, as if doing so from a regular quiver or scabbard.
Wow.
That's pretty dope. I appreciate this very much. Thank you.
All right.
I pat him on the shoulder.
Okay. He says yes. He says thank you for your daring rescue, and I hope this serves you well.
Everybody gets one. Tell him, Shmi.
It's
Everybody
a
gets
quiver
one.
of many things. This is shade. All right. Friend, did you have something you wanted to discuss with the blacksmiths?
Yeah, of course I did. Yep, earring, right, yes. Friend would be like, so I hear that you two are quite skilled.
He says, yes, Roswald and Griswold, two of the greatest blacksmiths of our age. Especially only if we work together. If one without the other, we're fucking useless.
I would like to present to you what may be the hardest challenge in smithing you have ever overcome.
Ah, yes. A sword, a blade, armor. What is it?
And Friend is gonna, reach up to his ear and unclip the pink earring, crystal earring that he always has on. Said, I need you to recreate this, and he holds it out.
An earring? Brother, do we look like jewelry makers? Do I look like a jewelry maker to you? Yes, brother, you do. Son of a bitch, you're right. It says, so you want us to make one just like this one?
Yeah, precisely exactly like this one.
Whoa, precisely exactly like this one. Do you have the same material for us to work with?
No.
Fuck's I, do I?
Do you? No?
I'm gonna ask Fred, what's it made out of?
Yes, I've been wondering.
Friend's gonna look at it and go, actually, I don't know.
Bullshit.
No problem. I believe that my brother and I, we can definitely make another one. Are you fine?
Okay, cool.
Are you fine to leave this with us?
Yes. How long do you think it will take you?
Brother, what do you think? When we grind this one into a dusty powder and we pour it all out again, and we make the mold.
Yo.
I think the whole process should maybe take maybe an hour, maybe two at most.
No, don't do the grinding part. Don't. Hey, listen, I really need that earring back.
Then we could make two of them. We could make two tiny earrings.
Hold on. Can I have that back for a moment?
I believe they're called studs.
No. You need this. You wanted this. You approached Roswald and Griswold, the greatest smiths of our age.
Hold on. Give me 2 seconds. This is a big decision for me.
So I'll lean in as a friend is thinking. I'll lean into Roswald, and I'll be like, "This means he's doubting you."
Oh my god.
And then I'll step back.
Friend with his earring back is gonna go over here.
Oh yeah, I didn't say you had the earring back yet.
Oh,
What?
No. Oh no. We're supposed to meet.
So you go to reach for it, and Roswald, after Smee whispers to him, kind of rips it back and goes, "You don't, Roswald and Griswold, the greatest smiths of our age. We'll even do this for free."
Who knew they would have a collective ego like this?
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess this is happening.
I'm just gonna start chuckling.
They're very big men.
All right. So he kind of takes it over to his forge, and he's like, "Don't worry, little fairy whatever you are. Everything will be fine." And he takes a fucking giant hammer and starts winding it up.
I can't watch.
I'm gonna jump in and grab the hammer and be like, "Hang on."
What? Let us smash.
What?
Let him smash.
Let me smash. Let us smash. We must grind to powder.
In a minute. Just in a minute. Can I like teeth? Can I? Cause he put it down to like Hulk smash it. Can I like teeth it for a minute?
What's your sleight of hand?
Hang on. Beep beep. Hang on. Sleight of hand. Natural 20.
+1.
Okay.
Yeah, 21. Sorry.
All right. So yeah, you're able to whisk it away. He's just like, hey, we need that. This is the only way we can make more.
I just brought you mead. Just be quiet for a second.
Her friend teary-eyed is like, thank you. I need it back. I really need it for like 2 seconds.
Because I walked forward to whichever brother that was, Teef the Thing held him up. I'm gonna walk backwards towards Friend. Like, I'm gonna turn around and walk towards Friend, and I'm just gonna cut my hand. Are you, like, on the ground?
Crying? Yeah, probably.
Yeah, sure.
I'm just gonna, like, cut my hand behind you, so you kind of have no choice but to, like, walk with me, and we're gonna go where you were gonna go before. Like,
So we're just around the corner. Okay, so we're gonna jump into the one-on-one?
Cool.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, God. Alright, hey guys, we're in the one-on-one. What does Evie and Fred want to talk about?
Friend frantically puts it back in his ear. That's the first thing he does.
No, I'm still holding it.
No!
No!
Yes. So I squat down, and you're like huffing and puffing, because obviously this just happened, I'm presuming, right? And I'm gonna hold it, like I'm like right in, almost like in front of your face while I'm squatting, and I'm gonna hold it in front of you and go, you need to tell me what's going on with this. What's up?
Oh.
We were supposed to be on
Right.
it.
So, Cactus, really quick, do you recall your conversation? Okay, actually, you know what, Evie, I'm gonna put you in your own little private chat for a second, and I'll
We
drag
need
you back in a
another
second.
one-on-one.
Okay.
It's like a
All right. Anyway, so Evie's gone. So.
fucking A.
So you do you recall your conversation with Fraldari regarding Evie?
Yeah, she's chill. And I'm
well,
supposed to recruit her.
not necessarily that. Yeah, you're supposed to recruit her. If she was able to, harness the power of a Moonblade, she's definitely somebody you want on your side. How you do that is up to you. He still can't really, trust Poe or Shmi because they're collared. But he does want you drastically to bring Evie to his side, or to your side, and also kind of assess her powers. He does feel that, perhaps there's more to her than meets the eye. Perhaps there's some secrets that she may have as well. But so figure those out and also bring her to your side. All right, ready? I'm gonna bring her back.
Okay. Yep.
Hi, Evie, you're back.
Hey.
Oh, okay. So, all right. Listen, it's how I commune with my patron, and it's also the thing, as we've established, protecting everyone with the collars.
So why are you trying to replicate it?
Well, my patron had suggested that if I wanted to help the other group, I would need to create a duplicate of this one. And by thus doing it, they could also be protected.
Okay, so you wanted it back to ask your patron if they Hulk smash it, and it was smaller, and it was the exact same, if it would basically still work the same, so that you could just divide it, because you don't know what the
yes,
materials are.
precisely.
Okay, this is what I'm saying. You don't have to keep secrets from me. Like, we're homies. We're from the same, islands and stuff.
It's just scary. Everything's so scary lately. I'm sorry, Evie. It wasn't a lack of faith in you. It was a lack of faith in the world.
I get it, but listen to me, okay? Secrets don't make friends. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
Yeah.
Friend, can you roll me a quick history check with advantage?
Sure. I don't like when you ask things like that. 14.
14. Okay, that's enough. You recall that the item that you and Poe obtained on your misadventure is very similar in color to the gems used in your earring.
Okay.
But then the rest of it is gold. So it's a mix of gold and
Okay.
whatever red-ish gems that may make it up.
Friend's gonna be like, wait a minute, hold on.
Brain blast!
Let me go over. Hold on.
Okay, we're going back.
I'm gonna go talk to Poe, because Poe has the thing.
Yeah, alright, we're going back.
Done?
Yeah, we're done.
Okay.
Alright, hello,
Whoa.
we're back.
What's up?
Okay.
A pixie comes screeching to a stop in front of your face.
I'm gonna start.
Okay.
Even throat singing. I have to go to the washroom really quick.
Yeah, no worries.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
The eye!
Oh snap! What about it? Do you need it?
It's what the earring is made of.
Oh. Whoa. Okay. Here's the eye.
Cool, that's bigger than me. Give it to them.
Okay. Who wants
So-
it? Griswold. Here you go.
Griswold? Just, oi! What is this thing? And he's holding it back in front of his face, and it's looking at me funny, and he says, it follows you wherever you go, and he's doing that thing where, like, you turn and look at a painting, and, like, the eye is just kind of, like, eerily
Whoa.
following in whichever direction he's turning.
Full version.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's like, what it is this?
Okay. So I just take it out of his hands, and I hand it to Roswald.
This is mildly unsettling. But he says it does appear. He kind of like, you see, he like chisels a little bit, like kind of like around the edge of it, and like some red gems kind of come off, and he says, "Oh yes, essence of tyrant eye. This would do. This is very similar to what that earring of yours is made. It might even be the same material. Where did you get that earring?"
I murdered a death tyrant with my
Uh,
cold-blooded hands.
No, not the eye, silly kitten. The earring, the one that you have, little pixie person.
Don't worry about that.
I'm
Listen,
from the
we have
Feywild.
faith in
Of
you.
course I have weird things.
Well, if whoever you got it from had to murder a death tyrant every time they want to make one, that's pretty fucking insane. Anyway, you know what? I think
My dad was cool like that.
okay, so I need like
Trust us, bro.
I need a bit of gold, so like maybe 50 gold's worth of flakes and
Well, how about 50 gold? Just
yeah, I could make
Is
it
that
work. We
actually
could melt
50 gold?
we could melt that down. So I'll melt that down. I'll use some of this. I think we can do this. And we don't have to smash the old one.
Yay.
Excellent.
Love that for me.
Yo, no joke. You should add the squid thing to it. And then
And
we
you
roll
cool
the
it in the
100.
blood of this monster.
Yeah, and then we'll roll the 100 die for an
He
additional.
takes the squid and he's like, I don't know what that'll do, but sure. Throws it in the fucking forge.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah,
It's already
okay,
in
why
there?
not?
Hey,
We could have like investigated it.
no, it's burning now.
It's gone now.
It's gone. It's gone.
That could have been a
I'm sure
breakthrough in
that's fine.
research.
Says, all right, well, give us an hour. We'll get this done. And they start hammering away. Are you sure you don't want us to smash the other one? They can be smaller, more compact.
Yeah, sure.
All right, well, we'll get a couple of the militia lads to move this wagon over anyway. Thanks. Come back and see us soon. All right, so a couple of guys come and grab the wagon and fucking toss it in the alleyway there and kind of jam it in there as tight as they can. What do you guys want? What do you guys want to do? Just hang out for an hour?
is there anyone else that was around back? Other
Just
than,
the Mountain Dark's training the militia now. He's kind of taken up that role there. Tonwall's kind of got the gates solidified. The other 3 collared adventurers are still just kind of hanging out with Clink at the front.
Okay. Okay, well, should we just, like, I don't know, gather the leaders and come up with a plan on how to get everyone downstairs and...
Oh, yeah, friend's gonna chime in real quick with a, oh, yes, I had a talk with the two young lads over there. I don't think the people know what they're up against, and we should have kept the squid to show them.
Yeah. Yeah. Fuck.
I'm so
Oh
sorry.
man, that's unfortunate. Anyways.
Wait, I think one of us has, like, carcasses on them, don't,
Oh
like...
shit, yeah, wait.
Does somebody have squid carcass?
I'm just
Yeah.
gonna check Brandon's, because I'm, like, 90% sure we kept the carcasses.
They're 90% sure someone has a squid carcass.
Yes! I'm,
Add
like,
them to the fire.
Add them to the add them to the
Carcass in
fire.
my inventory?
No, we're not
More
fucking
likely than
adding
you
them to
think.
the fire.
Okay,
Oh my God.
Add one to the fire.
No. One is already added to the fire. There, Poe.
All right.
True. That is the math on that one, unfortunately.
Fine. It's fine.
Are you sure you're not upset about it?
It's
Are we
fine.
Cool? Okay.
Totally cool.
I just want to make sure we're cool though.
Mhm.
We're cool?
Yep.
Okay. You sure?
Yep.
Okay, you tell me if we weren't cool, right?
Yep.
Okay, give me
Okay.
1 second. I'm literally I'm just gonna ask them.
I
I'm
love
looking at the
net
magic
zero
table.
interactions like that.
Yeah.
Okay. So what is the plan?
Call a meeting and tell people, hey, look out for squids. That's it.
All right. So you guys kind of head into the private chambers of Augustine. You wanted to grab like the quote unquote like leaders or smart people.
Okay. Allegedly, Clink has it.
Clink has corpses of things.
Yeah, when we were, like, first fighting, when we met the dog, and then we had to kill the owl bear, like, that whole interaction, that session, they were kept, because it was a chill touch.
Yeah, you guys were able to kill a couple of them.
Yeah, but the chill touch specifically, that one, is the one that we kept, because we were hoping to run into someone that knows more about them to be able to, like, open up the body and be all gross with it, whatever.
Okay. All right.
Yep.
So you call this meeting with Stacy, Tonwall, Mountain Dark, Augustine, and you know what? Vanna doesn't need to be involved. She's just a secretary.
What about that priestess chick? Wasn't she supposed to be with us?
The who?
The priestess one. What's her name? Hang on.
Arknell?
Yeah, Arknell.
Yeah, you guys left her in a house with the dog.
Yeah, you said
Oh.
that was cool. Don't fucking twist that on us.
Uh-oh.
I would have brought her with. Like, bro, you're the one that keeps the NPCs aside. That shouldn't be our fault to loop back.
Well, no, you guys kept her there. She figured she'd be okay in that house. I mean, if she was abducted with your dog, would that be...
I'm gonna kill you.
Anyway, it's fine. Everything's fine. You know, you left her in a house. I'm sure everything's fine.
It's fine.
Yeah, you left her in a house in an abandoned village where everybody else was dead. It's fine. Everything's fine. They're not going to look at the same house twice. That'd be crazy.
Yo, that is some absolute bullshittery.
Anyway.
Well, she usually just appears after our fight.
Well, no, you guys specifically left her there and said you'll be back to pick her up. once this is all
No,
over.
we didn't specifically leave her there. You specifically said she has to stay behind with the cats.
Yeah,
I
you
did
said she
not
was gonna stay behind, and you
Because
were. I would like to point out, it sounded like you were like, okay, you know what? That's I'm not sure what she's gonna do, so I'm gonna tuck the NPC over here as a DM.
Well, yeah. What happens to
Uh
an
huh.
NPC when
You cannot have it both ways, motherfucker.
Of course I can. I'm God. Anyway. Uh,
Cause I would
I'm
love
gonna
to
DM
use
and just
her fucking
immediately kill
healing
your
powers,
character.
bro.
well, then you'd have to go obtain her from the house that she's currently staying at.
Bro, I'm gonna obtain you from your house you're currently staying at.
Do you guys want to go back into the... Like, I mean, she's not far. It's just a matter of getting there and back.
God.
Hmm.
Sure, I guess that's what we'll do
Alright.
Fuck, that's
after
yeah,
this.
Yeah.
Do you want to do it before or after this meeting of adventurers?
After this.
After?
We're already here. We're not gonna fucking leave and then come back because we're like, oh shit, I forgot I left
Well,
ice
don't-
cream in the car.
Well, it's gonna take them an hour to do the thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Is that enough time?
Yeah, so you can get there in an hour and back. And call this meeting if you want.
I think we could do it.
We should call the meeting and then potentially get her, maybe.
You want her to join the meeting?
Well, I mean, she would have been useful with her powers of reappearing for the rest of the time. But I mean, hey. Oh shit, I don't know.
She has been largely a useless non-combatant following you around.
Yeah. But she has big blasties, apparently. She's super overpowered, and she's got super healing. Or some shit.
That's cool.
Okay. So do you want to get her or not? I can't remember. Did you guys give her an earring?
Oh shit, I think so. Everyone got one.
Was there enough for Arknell?
Hang on.
I think so, yeah.
Because you guys do
Hang
have
on.
your walkie-talkie earrings. Hi, Joey. The babies.
Because we
Joey.
had 5, didn't we?
There are 5 of you.
Yes.
There's Shmi, Evie, Poe, Clink, and Fred. That is 5.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know if she ended up getting one or not. I don't have that note. I think you guys would have just given them to your, combatants or teammates here. That being said, does anybody know the spell message? You are level 4. Isn't it a level 2 spell?
I believe I do. Oh, no, never mind, I chose a different one. Fuck!
Are you a cleric?
Yeah?
Oh, I guess you just don't have it prepared.
No.
Or is message not a ritual?
I would have taken message, but somebody gave me an earring that does things. So I didn't think it was important.
Spell.
Yeah, it is a ritual.
Can't. Oh, not message. What's the ritual one? Message is a cantrip apparently, and that's only within range. What's the one that lets you talk across distances? Sending. That's it.
Is sending a ritual?
I think sending would be too OP as a ritual. I don't think they made it a ritual.
And it is level 3 spell. Sad. All
I've
right.
been here for like 5 minutes. I've just forgot my mic was muted.
No worries, no worries. um, so at this point, yeah, I guess say you guys don't really have a way to get a message to Arknell. You have to with a dog and 2 cats, though.
That's AI though.
Okay, hang on.
So,
Ooh.
who is that?
That was Poe.
It was me, sorry.
Oh,
Left her with a dog and 2 cats.
no, it's a third
Dog and
level
2 cats.
Sending's third level spell. We can't cast it.
Nope. All right. Anyway, let's have this meeting, town hall meeting, with all the leaders.
Cool.
Okay, I'm just gonna fill Smee in very quickly on what happened. So obviously they were fighting over doing the ring thing. And then I had a little sidebar, and then we went back, and then,
You blocked the gate. I see.
friend talked to Poe about the eye of the
Agamemnon. Yep.
whatever, the eye thing.
The eye of the evil tyrant, or the death tyrant.
Thank you.
he's joking.
So they're making another earring thing with that. It'll take about an hour. So now we're going in to have a meeting with all the leaders that are currently present.
Okay, cool.
Okay, let's go.
Cool.
Okay. So how do you want to start this meeting? They've all come here to meet you guys.
We're boned.
Oh, well, that's depressing. How soon will we all die, Sir Poe?
I don't know.
We have
It's up to your recruits.
I believe that there's a possibility we can get the townsfolk out to safety. One thing I'm worried about is Plink looked in the cavern exit. There are bars on the exit, but we can probably break through them.
No, the last time you guys looked at the exit, the bars were broken off.
Oh, the bars are broken off, so we can get
But we
through
seen
it.
eyes.
There may be threats below that we have to handle. Now, what I'm worried about is these things are very synchronized, I would say, as if they're a hive of bees following each other's pheromones. They may pick up that the mortal stock within these walls is dwindling and attack. So this has to move quickly.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, if there's danger in the tunnels, would it be beneficial to send an advance force first? Perhaps your party?
If you feel like your men can hold the gate, Harvash, then
she-
I was thinking our party.
She says, "Of course my men can hold the gate. What silliness is this?"
Okay, as long as they can commit to a potential vicious death, should they be taken by a squid, then we can maybe save enough.
This is where we have to talk logistics and how to do this, because if we're going to be the front force that's going in, then we have to have people that are escorting the citizens down the hatchet ladder thing. So in order to do that too, that means that it has to be, let's say, 5 citizens to every soldier that comes down after us.
Mhm.
And then we also have to have like a relative fighting force at the back end. So now we're gonna act like basically a train going out.
I feel like the militia has enough brain cells to handle the.
So how do we time this? Because if we're going down to be the initial fighting force, then it would have to be essentially time. We're not gonna backtrack to come and tell them, okay, coast is clear.
No, once we go down, we have to just rely that the rest of you can direct the remaining survivors and refugees.
Well, Mountain Dark says, I figure, well, that looks like there's at least one combatant to every non-combatant, so even if we move forward at a balanced pace and intermix soldiers and non-combatants, we should be able to have folks around them to protect them. But we
like
should...
a buddy system.
Exactly, but we should at least know that the way is clear first.
Which I don't mind us being the guinea pigs for that. And then I'll like, is Clink kind of with us, but not really?
Clink is, yeah.
Okay.
I'll look to Clink and be like, would you be willing, friends, to give up your earring so Mountain Dog can stay in touch with us? And Clink will go, fuck you.
Yeah,
I'll give it.
Clink's fine. She'll do that.
We could signal you when the next stage is clear. There are 3 caverns leading from this grate to the exit. From what I recall, there's a lot of direct line passages, but there are 2 kind of open caverns that have multiple exits that we have to kind of take our time clearing, I think. One thing we mustn't forget, and Archibald, you know this, the stained altar that bred these abominations is down there. So we do not know how much of the escape route is actually the heart of the hive.
Mm.
I'm thinking our little manatee fucking friend is down there too. Not manatee. What are they called?
Octopus.
Yeah, I was be like,
those squids.
Like a sea lion down there.
I like locked in specifically for manatee.
It's like a
those
sea cow
squids,
sitting down
question
the.
mark. God. So, you say, well, if there's danger right beneath our feet, it's either we risk going straight through the heart of evil, or we simply wait for evil to surround us. But pray tell, don't you think, Shmi, those who were abducted, they were all taken north. They weren't taken.
Excuse me.
They weren't taken under the tunnels of the city. They were taken north. If this great evil resides right beneath the city, don't you think they would take those who were abducted just into the tunnels below?
That is sensible. We might go down there and just there may be a gaggle of wild rabid animals, which is, to be honest, what I'm hoping for. However, these are intelligent beings, so I would argue that it is possible to have a hive of things. They're going to have multiple places.
Okay.
You know? They're following an ancient roadmap, it seems. So,
Going on that, I just want to call all of your attention to something that Fren and Poe had said they discovered on an animal that was outside. So before we go through, everyone escaping and all of that, I think everybody needs to relatively inconspicuously check every single person here for that thing. And I'm just going to point to, your friend, your mage hand that has the thing. Oh, no. You guys threw that in the fire. Okay, hang on. I'm gonna take the carcass, the gross whatever thing out of Clink's little backpack.
Yeah, Clink kind of squawks and bites one of the tentacles back and eats it.
oh my god, why do you eat them? Why do you eat them?
I'm just gonna shudder and do but continue and just say these are what they look like, but they're more. I don't know. I'm assuming that the frost hand chill touch thing discolored it. So
yeah, it's very pale now. It's almost a white instead of black.
Okay, I'm gonna say, but they're pitch black, and they should they'll be wrapped around people's necks.
People's
So-
necks. Okay. Well, we can start looking through everybody in camp.
Yeah, everybody that's within these church boundary walls needs to be looked at for these.
Can you guys all give me a quick history check?
Okay then.
Yes, please.
Beep beep beep. Looking.
19.
19.
15.
Okay. Anybody who gets above a 10, you remember you've never seen these things on a person before. You've only seen them on animals. The only interaction you've seen them do with people is cracking their skulls and taking their skulls so they can reproduce.
Oh yeah.
That's
Oh,
me.
My
forgot
bad.
about that.
I was thinking too hard about it.
All good.
Hmm.
That's why we do history
Okay.
checks.
Hey, listen, better safe than sorry.
So they're
So
all
I-
talking about like doing the they're like, okay, round everybody up. Let's all start checking necks.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I can I like backtrack that?
Yeah.
Okay, my bad. Sorry, guys. Okay, but you know what? Instead, I just say, like, keep a lookout. This is what's affecting the animals. So there was one on one of the animals here. If there's any other animals, even though I know there isn't, I'm just, like, for RP reasons, just completing the point. If there's any other animals that you guys are taking along with you for some reason, check them before we leave. That's all.
Yep.
Well, I think we should probably just release the horses and the cow and the chickens in the barn. Or perhaps that would be feeding the enemy ranks.
That's yeah.
But leaving them here to just be feasted upon by these monsters seems cruel as well. And this is where
Well-
kind of Tonwall and Mountain Dark kind of like look at each other and they say, perhaps it would be best to put them to death.
We'll eat them.
Well,
Not bolster the enemy ranks.
Poe, maybe you can go do that.
Why me?
Because you seem to have, like...
I have a knack for killing innocent animals.
Absolutely. That's kind of where I was leading with that.
Jesus.
Cool. Alright, sure.
Alright, so Poe's gonna go play Executioner.
Yeah, and I'm gonna try to put their heads together so I can get more than one kill per arrow.
Oh, so you're gonna try and skill shot it? So you're gonna try and like lead the cow and the horse and put the rooster on the cow's head and like shit like this. This is what you're what you're gonna try and do? Okay. So I need you to give me 4 animal handling checks. These all need to be above a 15. And then
Are you serious?
Yeah, we're gonna try.
Alright. 15,
That's really improbable.
9,
Okay. So,
19, and 12.
Okay, so the rooster and one of the horses are just not cooperating. The rooster's still mourning
Okay.
its dead lover, and the horse is more interested in hay. But the cow and the other horse kind of line up for you.
Cool. Alright. We'll start with number 1. I'm gonna steady aim. I'm staying right next to it.
So you're point blanking it, so the shot will be at disadvantage.
Wait,
Eat from it.
then I'm not standing next to it.
Okay.
Um,
Mechanically, this has to make sense, guys.
is this a sneak attack?
If you steady aim it and you're 5 feet back, then you'll have advantage in sneak attack, yeah?
Okay. I do that.
Okay.
24 to hit.
24 to hit. Okay, that will hit both of them. Roll damage. If you roll enough damage to kill both of them, then sure, you can go through one head into the other.
16.
Okay, so you killed the cow, and the horse is just kind of got an arrow sticking out of its eye, and it's maimed and crying.
Oh my god.
Okay, I'm gonna loose the second arrow immediately.
All right, roll the hit. It's now running around panicking.
Okay, so this is not a sneak attack anymore.
No.
21 to hit.
All right, it'll hit. You
I
kill
think-
it. You're good. So yeah, it starts to run around in panic, and you kill it. Dead horse, dead cow. The other horse is noticeably upset and worried. The rooster is trying to find like the nearest hole to crawl out of and like find a window, but it can't. So it tries to like
Terrible.
it tries to run past you to jump out a window.
I kick it back in, and I while it's in the air, I'm gonna shoot it.
Yo, okay, roll a dexterity check to kick the rooster. I guess. Jesus Christ.
14.
14. I mean, that'll hit. So yeah, kick the rooster back away from the window. Roll to shoot.
15 to hit.
15. That'll hit. Yeah.
Cool. 11 damage.
Okay, the rooster dies. Does a 18 hit your armor class?
Yes.
All right. So the horse came charging at you while that was fucking happening. So I need you to give me a dexterity saving throw as it's bringing its hooves down on you.
13.
That's not enough. So you take 8 points of bludgeoning damage from the initial charge, and then you take 5 points of bludgeoning damage as it crushes you under its hooves, and you are knocked prone.
Okay. Should I start screaming for help?
And it starts to run out the barn door from you.
Oh no. Okay, so I gotta get up.
Okay,
Does that
so
cost me
it's
anything?
half your movement to get up. I just want to see how far this thing is. So 5, 10. So I'll just gonna say okay, so it's about here. It's still trying to run, but it's
You
running.
look like such a monster.
And the two guards are like, "What the fuck, man? What's going on?" Because I don't remember you telling them what you were doing before you just went in and started massacring animals.
Yeah, no, I didn't say shit.
Kill a horse! Kill it!
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna. I guess I'll just shoot it.
Okay, so you're gonna run up. So these two are gonna try and apprehend you. So you're making this shot at disadvantage.
All right. Damn it, 12.
12. Ooh, 12 does hit.
Ooh,
How much damage?
12.
Okay, that's enough. It goes down.
Sick. Okay, and then I turn to the guards and I explain to them they had to be put down. Like, we're leaving. We can't take him with us.
But
Captain's orders.
But old Betsy, what did she do?
She ate too much.
And the rooster, and he just sees like puff of feathers in the window. The rooster, he was mourning the loss of his lover.
Sorry, I got a little hungry.
What? Aren't you supposed to be
Captain's
a hero?
orders. If you want to file a complaint, you're gonna have to talk to the captain.
These guys are just kind of like dumbfounded as you just, I guess, walk away at this point.
Yeah.
Great, you return
Really
back.
clean this shit up.
You return back to the meeting room covered in fucking blood and guts and shit, and you're just like, all right, job's done.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look straight at Poe and be like, "Did you take care of the cat?"
No.
The cat who he failed to perceive, and the cat actually, Poe, the cat is actually no longer in there anymore.
Good.
The cat
Yeah.
has,
I wouldn't kill it anyway. Sorry.
yeah, the
You know,
cat.
fuck it. I don't care.
I'm not a cannibal.
The cat had
Exactly.
The cat had disappeared by the time you'd walked out. You would have noticed its absence, but
Cool.
and
I would-
and Augustine actually kind of like looks at you guys and goes, "What cat?"
Oh my god. There was a
What?
cat sleeping on the organ.
You didn't have an orange cat?
No, we don't have any cats in the church.
Did someone bring a cat?
Somebody friggin' barricaded themselves up and infiltrated in here.
Stacy kind of looks around. She says, "No, not that I recall. Nobody brought any pets with them. We just grabbed a couple of barnyard animals to try and feed ourselves."
Well,
We're
Okay,
being
to be
watched.
fair, cats do just kind of go wherever the fuck they want, but yeah, no, that's us.
I think we're being watched.
Someone just sent their familiar in here, and you've allowed that to happen. Leaders of this group, you also allowed one of the squid things to be on one of your animals, so that's interesting. I think that we're going to need to be very efficient and very quick with this escape.
Yeah, we should go.
Agreed.
Well, we have
Yep.
to go to the ring.
Yep.
Oh, the ring.
At
Well,
that point,
we-
the two blacksmiths come bustling in. Oi!
Mm-hmm.
We
The
finished.
cat's killing everyone.
We finished your ear. Yeah, the cat's killing everyone. We finished your earring. They kind of walk over to friend and they say, "Aye, here you go," and they hand you the earring. And this earring is notably black instead of red.
Yep. Way
What?
to go, guys. Good job.
This isn't what I asked for at all.
Well, we used all the materials you gave us, and this is how it came out. So, best of luck.
Oh, it was the squid. Hey.
it's just the color, right?
Okay.
I'm
Well,
gonna, because I'm taller than them both, I'm gonna look at them both with my hands on my hips in a very like mom way and be like, "You both are bad influences on each other."
Are you looking
Damn.
at Poe and and Shmi?
No, Poe and Fren.
Oh.
You guys need supervision. This is fuckery.
Whoops.
Oh, whoopsie doodle. I just probably killed the other crew. It's all good.
I have no idea. Is this bad?
it's fine.
Yes, it's
Here, I'm gonna take the one ring out, earring out, and then put the black one in, and I'll leave it with Oh no, wait, how the fuck can I test? Oh yeah, actually, you know what? No, I know. I'll give it to Evie and I'll try to ring Dad.
All right. All right, Cactus. So you and I need to go to a one-on-one.
Okay.
Oh my god.
So you gave your.
Bro tells me it doesn't work.
So just for clarity, you gave your original earring to Evie,
Yeah.
and you put the black one on.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
This is what happens when you mix one.
Like when
Alright.
you like you're like this one, yeah.
You don't like when I bring you over here. All right, so yeah, you go to ring up Fraldari, and you hear his voice, but it's quiet and it's fuzzy. Friend?
Oh.
Friend, come in, friend.
I think the earring worked. It's not as pure, but it was successful.
And then you hear another voice. Oh yes, the earring works great, and I'm able to see all of you inside that cathedral. All of my willing hosts, about to come to fruition, like sheeps to the slaughter.
I take the earring out.
So, you go to try and take the earring out. And you find that you actually can't undo the clasp. It is magically locked. So you're going to write down that you are magically attuned to a cursed item.
Oh, fucking yay!
I will come up with what the further results of this are, but now you do hear this kind of like Fraldari's voice is there, but you're hearing him like as if he's like through radio static now, and your communication has kind of been cut off, but it still exudes his power, but there's another entity that's tainted this earring, obviously, due to what happened. And you don't know a lot about this entity. You know, your allies have run up against it at least once, but there is some more things they know about it. But this is a voice you're going to continue to hear for a little while until something's dealt with.
Oh my fucking god.
All right, back we go.
Oh no.
Hey guys, I need to take
Hello.
Evie now.
Yeah, I figured.
You go to the
Oh.
one-on-one.
Amazing.
Hey Evie, how's it going?
Hey.
I know we're running over our time here a little bit, so I'm going to try and get this tied up in a nice little bow before we go.
No, it's okay. That's actually why we were late. Like we tied up a few things. It's all good.
Yeah, no worries. So, you put on the earring that friend gave you.
Yes.
You can't hear friend's voice.
Okay.
However, you do hear a voice. It's a voice you haven't heard before. And you hear you kind of hear say who's there? Who is this?
Who's this?
Have you brought harm to my pixie?
Friend?
Aye, that's his name. Is this
No, not
Evie
at
that I
all.
speak with?
Yes.
Ah, friend has told me about you.
And friends told me about you.
Roll deception.
Okay. But he has though.
He has, but this is just still determining the level of trust between you and this
Okay.
voice.
19 plus 2. 19 plus 2.
plus 2. Okay.
Oh.
He says, well, I know he's told you a bit about me. I know he hasn't revealed all. I think, what has he called me? The Lord of the Isles?
Yes.
Yes. I take it if you're wearing this earring, something has happened to Fren?
No, actually. Fren was trying to do a good thing for other people who have collars on. And was trying to...
yes, the earring. I told him to try and make a copy.
Yes, unfortunately, we have a degenerate in our mix, and he is doing the best he can. But unfortunately, the Forge had a very blackened squid thingy that was thrown into it. And therefore, it did not come out properly. So Fren was trying to wear the other earring, me putting on this one to communicate with me. Alas, I'm speaking with you, and I hope Fren's okay. That's where we're at the current moment.
That explains it. I wasn't able to communicate with Fren when he tried to contact me. There was static, as if something else had corrupted the earring.
Well, that would be it.
This will impact Fren's abilities as he draws power directly from me. I beseech you, please resolve this. Work with Friend and resolve this controversy with the earring. Until it's resolved, I won't be able to support him or your party. That
So
being
even if I give him the ring back, the
No.
earring back.
I do not give it to him. I fear it would that whatever is corrupting the other earring may corrupt this one. Do not allow them both to become corrupted, or else you will lose all communication with me. He says, the purpose of this was to give one of the earrings to the other party. Give this one to them. I will guide them. The other adventurers that you met with the collars. I will work with them to try and remove them, as we are gathering allies to our side. Now, before I leave, and regrettably we won't be able to speak after this, after you give them the earring, if you can find a way to purify Friend's earring, or my line of communication with him will be restored. However, Evie, I am aware that you harbored my, don't necessarily, let's say acquaintance. You're familiar with Trollgor.
Yes. Unfortunately.
Trollgor has, since he left you, he has obtained one of the 5 treasures he sought, and he is assailing the western part of the Kingdom of Zion. I am working with my contacts to provide support, but the town of Ghostford has already fallen to his Abishai. Write all this down. These are terms you may have to figure out later.
I am trying.
You're scribbling?
Trollgor sailing west. I'm scribbling, bro. Has obtained 1 head of the flail. Please do it again. Sorry.
Okay, he's obtained one of the 5 treasures he sought, which, yes, you're correct, could be one of the heads of the flails. He and his Abishai, he called them, so Abishai.
Yep.
Are assailing the western part of the kingdom. Ghostford has already fallen.
Okay.
God,
okay.
Now, I am very well aware that you possess an aberrant dragon mark.
I do.
I'm sure that Trollgor made you somewhat aware of the dangers of such a mark.
Yes.
You also possess a moonblade, something only a great hero can possess. So he says, you seem like you're an adventurer with a lot of promise, and there's a lot of power at your disposal. I wish for you to bring that power to our cause, but I cannot welcome you with open arms while you are in the company of the collared ones.
How can you help me remove the collars? Because I do trust in at least one of the 2.
I have already helped your party once. Actually, twice. Your little bird friend is not dead because of my intervention. And furthermore, I've sent you Fren. I've done what I can to help, but my attention is going to have to focus to Trollgor. I won't be able to support your party or Fren until that corruption is cleared from that necklace or that earring that he's put on. I will honestly probably take the other 3 adventurers you're going to give this earring to and bring them to the west of the kingdom to help me keep Trollgor in check. I'm running short of allies. I need every able body I can if we're going to keep the balance. I trust that you will hopefully do the right thing, but should you fall with your aberrant mark to follow the ways of evil like Trollgor, I will be forced to put you down as well.
Out of respect for your standing, I can appreciate the threat.
I'm sorry that you took it as a threat. It was a promise. I have to keep balance in this world no matter what. That is my goal.
And as someone who seeks the same, I completely respect that, as I have given the threat and promise out to many as well. So, I would agree with you, and I would appreciate you fulfilling your promise if that does happen. I would gladly be okay with that. Not that it would matter, but my intentions are the same.
Very well. As long as our interests are aligned, and once you are free of the other callers in your group, seek me out. A friend will know the way.
Okay.
I leave you now. And so with that, he kind of hangs up the call, and we're going back.
Okay, thank you.
Oh. All right, we're here.
I'll finish that one later.
Hey guys, we're back.
Nothing happened.
Hello.
Hi,
Okay,
I was literally in the middle of telling a dirty joke.
Good talk. Okay, so I know we are running a little bit over time here. We're gonna try and just tidy this up real quick, and then we'll end for the night here. Friend, you're obviously a little bit panicked, given what just happened to you. Evie, you had a whole bunch of stuff just happen to you too.
Yep.
Oh my
so
god.
Fren, you're noticeably you know, worried because you cannot
Distressed,
hear, you cannot,
freaking out.
yeah, you're freaking out. You cannot hear the voice of your patron anymore. It's drowned out by this other thing.
Oh
But-
no.
This also has a slight impact on your powers.
No, fuck off.
Yeah.
What?
So
Good job.
Brennan's already
Oh.
so weak, bro. What are
Yeah.
you gonna do to him?
So I'll go through the specifics with you later, but you do feel the magical energies that you have been drawing on. They are lessened. They are weakened significantly.
Oh.
Oh, this
you
is great
bitch.
timing. Zaid, did they break plot?
They definitely just made everything harder for you guys. So here, friend Evie, go nuts. Share what you
Well,
share
mine
what
was-
share what you think you want to. It's up to you.
Evie, why don't you go first?
I was literally just about to like RP asking you, what did you hear?
Okay. Yeah, no, that's perfect. In that case then, when you ask that question, Friend's gonna look at Evie with like, you've seen him like panic, you've seen him almost dying. This is bad. This is like fucked up the worst way possible bad. And he's scared. He
Ooh.
just in a very shaky, almost in tears, voice. He's like, I can hear the hunter god.
Oh.
What did it say?
I beg your
What?
pardon.
It knows we're all in here. And it
Yeah.
can see everything.
Yep, I figured. Okay.
Wait, what? What?
I can't take the earring off.
Yeah. I was just about to say, friend, I'm so sorry. I can't give the earring back to you, and you can't take yours off. Not for now. But we'll find a way, and you'll be reconnected. I spoke to the Lord of the Isles.
Oh, you met him?
I met him.
Whoa.
Well, this is what happens when you go have a sit down in the brush, I guess.
Man, it must be cool having one-on-ones, guys.
Yeah, it must be great. It must be great having a plot point.
Man,
Fred-
it's really weird that the people who don't have collars have plot points.
Yeah, that's funny.
So, friend, can you speak to Malar? That's his name, by the way. It's Malar. Can you speak to him or it?
Is,
It kind of just jumps into... He just kind of speaks into your head whenever he wants, and you can contact him, but then he just kind of overbears in your head whenever you open that door. It's very disorienting for you, comparatively to, like, how your patron used to, like, kind of ease his way in and talk to you. This one's, like, you know, invasive.
it's
So you can hear
off,
someone
my
now?
head spins. Yes, I can hear Valar, and it's a terrible pain that it causes me when he encroaches on my mind like this.
Ooh,
Oh, dear. Well,
who's that?
Oh. Oh,
He's
you were
been
there.
making the squid things.
He's the hunter god from downstairs.
yeah, from the.
I don't remember.
So you guys recall the thing that was summoned downstairs was the avatar of Malar.
Oh,
That's kind of what you had been able to discern previously when you were
Okay.
looking into it.
okay.
So it's not Malar himself, but it's his avatar. So like basically his champion.
Ruh-roh.
Oh man. Well, I wish I had more tools at my disposal, but we're still very nascent in our adventure. Even though, as the crow flies, it seems like it's taken eons for us to get here, my friend. However, I do have this deck of cards. that
Which-
may exacerbate.
Oh god.
Delete
Which
you.
deck is this? I can't remember.
It's a deck, it's a deck of many fates with 3 cards.
Oh, okay.
Now,
Hold please.
before we do that,
I
are you gonna
don't
look
think
up
we
what
should
you had
do this.
written down?
Okay, yeah, no, I do have the 3 cards.
Beautiful. So
If you need
I
them.
am saying this for peace of mind right now that we might have to test fate to help you. However, there are bigger priorities than creating a connection to a dark evil god right now. So I know he's in your head and he knows where we are, you said?
Yes.
Excellent. So that just means that we have to go full throttle, as they say back in the...
Well, speaking of full
What's a
throttle,
throttle?
It's something that artificers say. I don't remember.
Oh, that was really good in world. Very nice, Shmi.
okay, so
God, that was good. Okay.
here's the other thing.
What?
Well, there's many other things. Some things can be worried about later, but I can't even keep this ring.
Why?
Friend has to keep his ring, and we have to find a way to purify it so that he can get reconnected with his patron. But the Lord of the Isles told me that I have to give this earring, the one that's like, you know, like protecting everybody here, I have to give this one to the other group, and the other group will get instructions on where to go and will be protected.
Oh,
Oh.
And they have to go away now.
I'm gonna die.
Yeah, we're all gonna die. It's fine.
Oh.
So
Oh.
somebody give me a quick Arcana check.
Oh, absolutely.
Am I
Whoever's,
good at that?
Why
I'm
not?
good at that.
whoever's good at Arcana.
I'm proficient.
Okay.
So I think all of us are.
Okay. 20.
20.
Oh, you got a
15.
20? Okay.
Okay.
Dirty 20.
All right. So Poe, sorry, did you get higher, Evie?
I got 21. It's
Okay.
the same thing.
All right, so close enough. So Poe and Evie, you guys will be able to discern from those checks. If the earring was constructed in the same way, it should grant the same benefits despite being corrupted. But there will be, obviously additional nasty things that happen. So in theory, even though Friend carries a corrupted earring, and Friend, you were still able to kind of just like barely hear your patron. It's like talking through a fuzz.
Yeah.
And
You hear me now?
Exactly.
Good.
Bless.
So there is still a bit of your patron's power flowing through the earring, but it seems to be blocked by whatever this other entity is. So you should still have some of the same benefits, but there will also be some negatives. So really, in theory, the game the earring should still protect your adventuring party from the cultists.
Okay, sick. Excuse me.
Cool.
I'm still gonna die.
Yeah, same. But it's fine. Fine. Fine.
Anyway,
I'll never die.
we have 3 innocents that we have to get to a bunch of pirate ships and send them off into the unknown. And time is running out. Hello, Mala. Hello. I just wave at Fred.
Oh,
Okay.
bless.
All right. So, as we kind of come to a close here, Friend will talk a little bit afterwards about what else this earring does.
Man, I have
and-
other shit to do, bro.
And we're gonna call it here. But so before next episode, you guys will head down into the tunnels, and we'll get moving from here forward.
Yeah, we'll do some dungeon crawlies.
Yeah. Okay. So that is it for tonight.
I'm so glad we're back on track. Let's
Dun-dun-dun-dun.
go.
Yeah.
You guys are doing so well.
We're gonna start floor session.
I hate you.
God.
We're gonna win.
If you go to the washroom before session, then you don't get to be absent when the players break the plot line. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, let's
There's
go
wisdom
raid.
in every session.
We're gonna go raid rouse. All right,
Nice.
let's let the raid go
Oh
through.
man, that's where I need to be.
Well, hey, look, you're heading that direction. All right, there we go. Raid now. All right, there we go. The raid's away.